Hold on. I'll be right back. If you've ever wondered whatever became of me, I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. I'm tired of packing and unpacking, town to town, up and down the dial. Maybe you and me were never meant to be. Just maybe think of me once in a while. Hopefully the sound is working and you can hear me. Please let me know. Hi, Afra. How are you? It's evening for me. I'm well. The dentist froze my face. I'm well, thank you. How are you? Can you hear the music, Afra? Beautiful. Stay beautiful, Afra. I'm not so beautiful right now. I got a dentist. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for being here. Thanks for joining up. We're just relaxing. We're having an evening session. So more cards, right? Afra, you're here first. And thank you. It's always a good place to be. First place. Somebody else, please welcome, say hi. We've already done the show for today. This is just bonus evening session. I'm real ugly right now because my face is frozen. It might change over the course of the live stream as the freezing comes out. I took a bad pop there. Had to go see the dentist. And now I just want to be back, hanging out with you guys, sharing the love. That's a safe place. If you've ever wondered whatever became of me, we're living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. We're charging forward. That's right. Pay it forward always. Yeah, I take a licking and keep on kicking. That's, sometimes down but never out, Afra. That's right. I hope you're well. Yeah, let's do more cards. Let's do cards for you because that's what it's all about. We'll hang out. I got a couple hours. If nobody else shows up, we can just do your cards, Afra, and then cruise along. But if anybody else shows up and wants a reading, we got the list started, right? It's cool that you were here first because I have a list of people that got missed last time. And I can put you at the bottom of that list, but I'll also do your cards first. Do you want a day by day? Do you want like if we were to go like a week from today, we'll read Thursday, a card for Thursday, a card for Friday, a card for Saturday, a card for Sunday? You want to do it that way? Hi, Chanel. Thanks for being here. Afra and I were just hanging out. I'm feeling the mood. I just got back from the dentist and took a heavy hit and had to get some work done. And so my face is frozen. So I'm a little bit narbar right now. And yeah, we're going to do a little reading for Afra. I gotta ease into it, Afra. I'm going to just play that tune one more time. I like the idea of it. Hopefully it's not copyrighted. It shouldn't be. It's so deep in my subconscious. They shouldn't be able to hold that over my head of being like, it's intellectual property now, right? That's right. It's so awesome. We're going to focus on the cards, Afra, and we're going to focus on you. That's right. We're going to put the mood of the evening into the cards so we can get what's best for you. What kind of energies you can expect to align with for the week. It'll be great. Yeah, Afra, Chanel's right. You're actually, both of you ladies are very beautiful. You are, and it's great. I appreciate you hanging out here. And I only get to see a little tiny, like on my laptop, it's like you're a little polka dot, but I like look and I'm like, wow, what beautiful energy. Yeah, yeah. Because it's fun to hang out, right? Some haven't heard this song in probably over 20 years till today. All of us beautiful souls. Look at us just being beautiful together. That's good. That's good. Did I ever introduce you guys to my camel? My little camel that appears on the monthly readings? He's just like chilling. He's part of my my ambiance ritual. But he's actually a little mortar and pestle too. His tail comes up, becomes the joy of life, and then you can grind up your cloves or your buds or whatever with the mortar and pestle. Yeah, it's kind of fun. This is a theme song to a TV show, Afra. WKRP in Cincinnati, it was called. And it aired in the late 1970s. It's a song about a bunch of people that worked together at a radio station. One of the pioneering and original sitcoms of the time. It's called Cincinnati WKRP. And the capstone scene, like, you know how like Seinfeld has the suit moment, or every sitcom had that one moment that it's remembered by. The one for this show is that the weatherman was working on Thanksgiving, and the radio station wanted to do a turkey giveaway. So when the weatherman went up in the helicopter to do the weather, he took all the turkeys up with him, live turkeys, with the intent of giving the live turkeys away. And he threw them out of the helicopter thinking that turkeys could fly, right? And his face when he found out, like, hey pal, turkeys can't fly. It was pretty funny. Do you? Rider Waite, Chanel. Get Rider Waite. Those are the best cards. You see, like, very experienced and good tarot readers use Rider Waite, but honestly, to see progression or to stay ahead of the learning curve, that would be your starter deck as well. That's the one. That's the one that you want. If you're feeling a little bit more like, yeah, right, Waite, Waite, I think it's called. It's the one you see readers do. It's got the yellow and blue backgrounds. It's a little pale for me after I was able to find, and I required more of auric colors to channel more properly. But to get a sense of the cards and to get the part of the reading behind you where you're allowing tarot to tell the story, Rider Waite's a good one, because it kind of like turns into like a children's book, and you're just like, oh, okay, so this is, and then once you study all 78 cards, know what they mean, and it's just hours, like learning how to operate like learning how to fly a plane or learning how to operate a big piece of equipment. It's just the amount of hours you put in the study. What you put in is equal to what you get out, and what you put in is exactly like why I do it. Like once you start injecting good intention, benevolence into the readings, and then it just kind of takes a life on its own. Pursue it if you've got some free time. You definitely could. Maybe we could run a series where we do a suit or we do a card each day, especially if you plan on joining me for the long run, and we can learn about the cards together. Welcome back, Afra. Okay, lots of good energy. I feel good after that song and a little chill. We're going to do 7 cards for you, Afra. It's going to be fun. One for each day of the week as it comes up, okay? And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut the deck 7 times. We're in that progressive. I felt it earlier today when we were all reading together. That number 7 kept talking about the progression. We might as well read for 7, right? What a beautiful thing. What was that? That's 5, I think. Town to town, up and down the dial. Baby, you and me were never meant to be. Just maybe think of me once in a while. But you know what? I'm going to address that point right after we get through these cards. Okay, Afra Princess, let's take a look. Let's see what's coming up for you. So today is a Wednesday. So let's look at Thursday, because we'll look at the next 7 days. Opportunity for re-energization and new love. You're going to wake up feeling great. I think tomorrow, after you're going to feel like a burden has been lifted, or you're carrying through the day much more confidence and self-appreciation. It's going to be a very good day for you. Get aligned with heart center, right? It's heart. Thursday is your heart chakra, and it's good. It's good aligned to it, especially if you can be around some nature. It will be definitely helpful to you. See yourself as part of Gaia's gift, or part of that beautiful flower of Gaia. Gaia is the plant and the soil, and we're just the flowers that come out. Hi, Yasmin. Hello. Hello. We're doing 7 cards for half. We're rolling through next week for it, right? We're looking, look, Friday. Friday, you could be feeling a little bit of this energy creeping back in. Whatever had you apathetic or feeling down, or has you feeling a little bit perhaps lonely, just like um, town to town, up and down the dial. It's like when you can't be with that person, or if that person, or that emotional or situationship that you're in, you might find yourself thinking and feeling a lot about it. So Friday, make sure to keep your energies in check. Stay busy. Don't get bored. Idle time leads to too much thinking. And what you want to do is out and carry through the energy of Thursday into Friday, right? Find yourself something to do. Make something to do. Join a new community, something like that. Do not align with that apathetic 4 energy. Saturday, 10 of Swords reversed. You might be finding yourself having to give yourself a kick in the butt on Saturday morning, Afro Princess, just to get up and go and get motivated, energized. It might be one of those days where it's just like, I'm not going to feel guilty for sleeping in or lounging around too long, because you know what? Allow it, and don't feel. If you allow it for yourself, don't feel guilty about it. That's what this one wants to let you know. And on Saturday, I think you can expect, if you're feeling overwhelmed at all on Saturday, begin to write things down after, begin to, or do the art that makes you feel, right? Because we haven't seen much in the way of those wands. So let's hope that Sunday will be a more creative day for you. And they're all there. Maybe you have to wrap up old projects. Maybe Sunday is going to be calling you to put things away. Take stock of what's important. If you haven't worn it in a few years, maybe the goodwill, and if you haven't used it in a time, find out whose it is. Lighten the energy up, lighten the load up around you. So it's more. I see you're pretty tidy person, I think, too. But sometimes it gets to be compulsory or obsessionary. So it goes beyond that. It goes beyond saying, okay, I'm going to lighten the energy in whichever way I can, physically or by effective forgetting. We have to make sure the monkey mind doesn't run amok on the weekend, right? Saturday, Sunday, completion, finish things up, get ready for Monday, start anew. That's going to be like the turning point, the pivotal moment of your week, right? As Monday comes along here, and there you are. What next? Where to do? What to do? I have this overwhelming feeling, Afra, that there's an involvement that is waiting to occur for you, to get involved, to get into a community, and to finish something big. Whatever you're finishing, or whatever is culminating or feels like it's closing, just make sure that you're closing things out. You're in recognition of these old cycles. Okay, for sure, absolutely. I think Monday it's going to be. You'll be able to find it. You'll be able to stay busy. We haven't seen much for cups so far, Afra. So we went to read week by week, and then the only day we had cups was on the Friday, and it was the 4 there. We decided we want to make sure we're not feeling. Whatever we're feeling, we're doing something about it. We don't want to just be feeling, and that's the emotion, right? My face, it's all mangled from the dentist. Okay, all right. So and then Tuesday comes along. Perhaps you're back to work on this day, or back to the grind, or back putting in those final touches we talked about, or effort regarding a project, right? Things like this. This is more, pentacles coming through your week, your energy going out and making sure that you're taking care of business, right? But this is people are going to see you in a very good light. I feel like you're a little bit, you're going to be receiving a self-confidence boost on this day. Make manifest of it to create that which you is within your wheelhouse, within your potential. Okay, Afra, this looks like a very favoring day for creation and for money making with creation. Right, so that's good. And then we fall back to the next Wednesday. We've got a Page of Pentacles up here too. So take the week, and there's a lot of things going on. I feel financially, or maybe in like a purging or selling type sense. You may decide that you might want to sell something. Interestingly enough, I don't know what that's all about. This tarot is telling that story. So let me know how that works out, because we just read for the next 7 days for Afro Princess. Hi, Sheila. How are you? Did you have a new grandbaby? Did your grandbaby arrive, Sheila? Oh, wow. I'm excited to see her. I'm excited to see all of you here for the evening sessions. Yeah, and that's kind of what we're doing. We're getting a mood for it. And because we already did the program today. Program's done. Legends of Tarot. So we're just hanging out, just all of us. Not yet. Oh my goodness. You should take a trip down there and tell that baby to come and say hi to the world. Say hi to everybody. That'd be great. That'd be absolutely great. All right. Thank you. Yes, your overall reading after was good. I think you're going to have a good week. Saturday, Sunday, you're going to have to stay busy. You're going to have to make sure you're staying busy to not get caught up in anything like this. Like, I don't want to deal with that right now, right? Hi, everyone. My face is mangled. The dentist did half the job today again. You're going to have to give him some Google stars. He's actually pretty good blacksmith. I've been going to him for 15 years whenever I have a problem. Well, anyways. So, yeah, we're chilling out. We'll take a little break, see what's up. Nothing bad. Nothing. It is all good, as they say. It is all good. And if my energy seems a little low, it's just I am definitely my circadian it expresses in different ways. Like I feel differently at different times of day. Thank you for the healing, Sheila Marie. Thank you for your presence too, Sheila. You're tight and close, and I've always been a strong supporter and contributor of this little YouTube corner over here. So I just want to know, do you want me to throw some cards out for you, or put your name on the list for readings? Do you have some time tonight? Are you hanging out for a bit? You always make me so excited, and I get happy to see you. I get happy. To be freely, hello, I see you there. And Chanel, yes, you've been here for a little while as well. And Chanel, you are up right at the top, because we only finished by being able to pull like one card for you, right? Priyanka and Is a Queen be there? See, I got the list going. I have my Ace of Swords out today. It's the Ace of Swords. Say it as such. Swords. I'm going to keep a little bit of background psytrance on just to help my mind as we go through here tonight. If anybody doesn't like it, or if you find it disruptive, can't hear it, want to hear more, just please let me know, because we're into more abstract stuff. Beautiful. Your boyfriend's going to court. He's a Virgo. Will he finally be released? He a bad boy. Bad boys only allowed on this show. Only the cool kids can ride a hot rod skateboards. Right? Get into some trouble. 8 months. He's going to get deported back to the Ukraine. My. He was set. Right. Yikes. It's tough, man. Globe trotting. Wind up in jail. It's like Cheech and Chong, or that sort of thing. What's his name, Chanel? And if you'd let me know as Virgo. I just want to focus. That might be hard to triangulate. I've been to jail too. These concrete walls are thick. Good thing 5D is like 5G. We might have to pull another 5D card to see in there. But Nikolai, that's awesome. It's awesome. I love that name. That name is good. Is patron saint of Christopher's travel. I forget what Nicholas. Time and temperature, maybe. Patron saint. Is there a patron saint of time and temperature, and how my nervous system goes all wonky when we get talking about this stuff? Okay. Let's read for Nikolai the Virgo. Court 3 times, and doing that in the coming week. Hi, Angie White. Yeah, I'll put you on the list. Absolutely. We'll get you in here. All right. Yes, to be freely. Thank you for joining us. If you're new here, feel welcome. I wish you all the best, peace, bliss, joy, abundance, prosperity, and happiness from now in the present moment for all of eternity. Because you can't have one without the other. Silly. It's eternity because it's right now, and it's right now because it's eternity. It's silly. You only have to be a little bit patient for your reading. Okay? Your pizza will be up maybe in about 15, 20 minutes. We're here for the feeling tonight. Thumbs up. I love thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining us in our little tribe. We're about to read for Chanel and more so for Nikolai. This is, okay. For Nick. No good man named Nick. Balance. It's all about composure at this point, right? It's all about, I don't know, Chanel, in terms of how understood you are in the ways of making a future, or if Nikolai, if you're in contact with him, if you can check in with him to make sure that he turns that on within his psyche, within himself, within his mind, how to get out of fear so that he can't stay, as to more of, this is a temporary setback. It's already happened and I've already been allowed to stay. You know, they call it the law of attraction, or as it applies to creationism within your frequency, your timeline in your life. It's a tough place to be in. And sometimes what we create, if we've been on the wrong side of justice or authority, we can't execute. We don't have the free will to execute. And that's the divine principle. That's the divine part of us that is always executed, is when we have our free will, we set forth those intentions and they become real. But if he's in limbo, there's still a good chance it could work for him before any of his rights are taken away to be a natural creature. I don't like to get political. Some things get a little bit uptight for me because I'm like, we should be allowed to be natural beings. If he's in prison, as long as he didn't hurt anybody else, my heart goes out to him. All right. Afra, are you going to night? Night. Okay. You're cutting your cards now, Chanel. Cutting Nikolai's cards now. We're just gonna, if I can run my volume here, and we'll get in and we'll get out. I like a little bit of that. You know, it helps out the day. Okay. So let's see. What do we got up? Nine of Swords. Okay. For some reason, I get the feeling that he's not too worried. There's something that he's got, like kind of like some sort of backup plan, or maybe he's already seen a timeline for both. But this card lets me know that he's not too stressed about it. He's not too stressed about it, and that's interesting to see. That's interesting. I'm glad that he feels no guilt or knows no guilt, because chances are perhaps there was no guilt to begin with, and it's going to be the communication of such as such. Okay, and if you can talk to him, let him know if he's back tomorrow. Tomorrow's a hard energy day. Authentic, composed, temperate, right? We had that temperance flip out. And this Nine of Swords, it lets me know that he's not too worried. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Surprising unto you, okay? Page of Wands. But again, it's faded. It's like we can know the law. We can make it happen if we want to make it happen. But it's like sometimes the powers that be on this planet, they tend to railroad situations. They tend to force hands that sometimes generally weren't meant to be forced in all the divine timing. Hey, good day, hey. All right, so that's Page of Wands. There's a message there. And I think you're going to be waiting on it. So make sure you're not the one doing too much worrying, Chanel. If it's going to or going to happen, I know he's probably close to you, and there's a lot of love to share there. But make sure you're not stirring the pot of infinite potentiality by too much worry or too narrow of a focus on it. I appreciate that it's a question, but my tip is to be that once this reading's done and you can think about it for a few minutes, do your best to let it go. Do your best just to be like, you know what? That's so beyond, right? That kind of thing. So you can actually help out the situation. Wheel of Fortune. All right. A pivotal time, a changing point, right? So whatever the outcome is going to be here, and I'll make no bones about it, it's hard for me to see into those walls. But the Wheel of Fortune here says, what goes up must come down. So what I want to say here is that if you've been riding high on something or somebody's situation, if he is on the wrong side of the wheel, if he is on the wrong side of justice at this time, the wheel, I feel, will be karmically correct for whatever is deemed exempt or deemed freely versus deeming imposed, right? Or imposed, right? There's a lot of times people are places where they shouldn't be, or people, it gets a suspicion up, right? A thing like that, right? But the magician there, he's got a plan for no matter what happens. There's a way, or there's a truth that he is beset to what he knows is like coming up as like a critical moment, a crucial moment. And I think if I were to read these cards in terms of a yes, no, I would read these as he's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I can't say 100% for sure because of those concrete walls like we talked of, right? There wasn't too much in the way of justice coming up. That's a power-packed Wheel of Fortune and magician, right? He just says like his higher self probably already knows how the week is going to play out and the week after that's going to play out. And it is. Hopefully he is awake and that he can envision his life and follow that path, right? As long as the karma is correct, right? Because the Wheel of Fortune's there. You got to come correct when it comes to what you plant and what you harvest, right? Or what you reap is what you sow, right? So I don't want to ask too much about that kind of thing, wrong dids or Y4s or whatnots. But as far as the future goes, it's letting me know that he's not too worried. So it looks like it won't harm your relationship as much as you may be worrying that it would. Okay, so thank you, Chanel. Okay, and thank you for your contribution the other day. I really appreciate those little 99-cent tacos you sent over. Those are great, absolutely great. Indeed. And hey, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. I can't believe Misty today on the Legends program donated contributed $100 to the channel and to the artistic fund or back into the liquidity of the abundance of the gifts that we're sharing through the internet. It was amazing. It blew my mind. I almost had like that moment where you could have taped me in this like weird response and put it on a meme or like a Vine or whatever. Okay, I gotta add hey to the list if that's okay, KK. And we're gonna get back into it. I know, right, Chanel? It was out of control. Meant to add, thank you. Oh yes, with the spirit, Sheila, you're here. Okay. It's nice because we're getting a little bit of we got regulars here. We got people that walk through the doors for the first time. And thank you for coming on in. Hey. And those of you that are new. And to be or not to be. Are you still here? To be freely? Okay. To be freely. Okay. And who else was here? As you can see, my structure, my boundaries, and my rules for doing this is like, just let them go, right? I will look at your oh yeah, check out your monthlies, you guys. If you haven't checked out, the May monthlies are out. Yeah, and I tend to just go when it's time to go, right? With the monthlies. Yeah, I like now that they're calling the calendar months are now being referred to as astrological seasons. Taurus season, Pisces season, Aries season, right? Whatever it might be, I like that. So it's kind of fitting that the readings do come out at cusp time, and I think I would like to aim for that a little more often. Angie's still here, great. We had you up on the list, and Sheila Marie, you definitely, and to be freely, okay. Your ex is a Virgo, you're a Leo. This is those relationships we were just talking about, karma, those earth fire, those kind of things, and especially Leo, heavy-handed after the last month of what's been going on. These are karmic situations that are coming full on, for sure. So is back to me, coming back to you, or getting over it, or reconcile. I get more of a feeling of reconciliation on that one, Angie. Reconciliation. But then let's get going. Let's get going on your cards, and let's put me to work, you guys. That's why I'm here. Feel the energy, to feel the jive, to feel our worlds shared and collide, right? Let's see. Angie's Virgo. Is he coming back in, or is it time for her to find a new person? Okay. I like the way you worded that. I like the way that you worded that, Angie. And I want to thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. Right? Legends program's done for today. We're just hanging out. We're having fun. We'll see how much energy flows through. This is a different time slot than I'm used to, but hopefully it's good. Hey. Chanel C? No. Not if we can all send you good vibes and you turn that frown upside down. My frown's all busted from the dentist. That's why my face is all mangled. Nah. You can void your karma. You can mute your karma. If you're a benevolent soul, if you're a woke benevolent soul, you can learn to mute your karma, where it's like you just end up in a place where it's like old things that you might fear retribution or what comes around goes around. They may not necessarily have to be as harsh as we perceive if we've been paying it forward, like you did to me the other day. A couple 99-cent, you brightened my day. It's like what do they call that? Not lowest common denominator, but when like chemical equations, you take out the number from each side, so eventually it ends up back at 0 or back at 1. That's kind of the way it works in the karmic world too, by paying things forward. Hey, I'll put you on the list. Okay. I think I said that. Hey. Wow, so many beautiful ladies here tonight, and I see you're just little dots on the side of the screen, but I see all those beautiful smiles. I like into the micro of it all, and you are just all shining. To be freely is here. Okay, Angie White's Virgos. I'm gonna cut your cards now, Angie. Okay, Angie and her Virgo. She is a Leo. It is that kind of season where that stuff gets tested for sure. All right, overall energy. Yikes. Somebody's got too tight a grip on something. Somebody I feel is like there was like controlling mechanisms or issues of something else having dominion over the consciousness of the relationship itself, or over one of you two, either you or your Virgo. And this could be anything from bad habits to addictions to just being overly bonded in behavior due to subconscious fear. That's what number 15 major means. Okay, boom, it's out there, right? And it happens. See that big old full moon right there? That full moon in Scorpio. Okay, you see that, Angie? That's your ultimatum. If you haven't seen progress, if you haven't found any intervention by the next full moon coming in Scorpio in May, see it there? It's coming, right? If you haven't seen it by then, time to pull the pin and allow that new person to come in. I wonder if your new person may be an earth sign as well, potentially a Capricorn, or some is similar with a lot of the energies that you know, that you appreciate, that you've come to love in your person, whoever that might be. All right. Let's get some more cards on it. Okay. Things have slowed down, or we need to slow things down. Okay, Angie, it's almost like something burned out of control, maybe on your end. There was like you probably through Aries season could have been feeling a little bit passionate, a little bit like driven, like almost like I'm getting there, I'm over there, I have to do this, I'm getting this done, right? So this card is asking, maybe it's time to slow down. It's time to slow down just a little bit on something. All right, because whatever happened progressed very quickly. Maybe this is just the rate or the length of the distance, or that has grown between you and your Virgo in terms of like coming in and out of each other's lives. Or one of you is like living life in the fast lane and the other doesn't want much of it. Okay, that's the other thing too. That could be playing into this, more so than anything. Okay. Just what the tarot says. We got Paige here with a message. Be true to yourself, Angie. See your worth, recognize it. Overcome. If your new person might be coming in as a younger air sign, okay, or an air sign that is still maybe open in a level of benevolence and innocence to expressing love. Not sure if you have any kids, but I feel like there's an air sign here that could be influencing you or being heavily influenced by you. Okay, it kind of comes up twice now, right? I'll be interested to see if a king or queen comes in. The new person could be Libra, could be an Aquarius, right? Could be easily that. Leo, your karmic relationships, right? And the Page of Swords telling you to be true to yourself. Okay. There's a secret as well when you see these two cards being something's being revealed or something's being told, but there's a risk of it being rumor. So something going on there too, Angie. And I don't know what that means. You know, you rely on your intuition to allow my words to facilitate your connection or the answer to your query, right? It's a big full moon coming in Scorpio that's going to be like time's up, checkmate for a lot of signs, not just for Leos, not just for the fire signs, right? But it is going to have heavy impact there. Yes, there is. Benita Bauer, welcome. We're hanging out this evening for as long as we can. My side of my face is all mangled. Took a pop there a few days ago. It's like my third time to the dentist in like a week. I have to go one more time. I'm just like, oh God, get it over with. I do. I believe I'm keeping a list too. I hope you were able to take something from that, Angie. I hope you found something in that reading that helped answer your question. Benita Abala, of course, and thanks for being here. Thank you for being new. We're just hanging out tonight. There's no program. Program already happened today. This is part 2. I'm self-medicating by being here and doing what I love and sharing this benevolent feelings that I have with all of you in our little corner of the matrix here. It's kind of, I hope it doesn't have that 15 major addictive energy to it. You know, I'm a Scorpio as well. For me, it's like everything in moderation, right? But at the same time, it's like some of these things can get a little bit out of control during fire season. And Taurus, as we go live in Taurus, is putting a stop. It's making a lot of that slowing down. Leos and Sagittarius are feeling it. They're going through a rocky time. If you cross watch for Leo and Sagittarius, really pay attention to what the reader has to say to them in their monthlies. Like if you're listening to a good reader, because you know what's very real for them can sometimes seem a little bit. Is that a delusion to us, or is that because you think about it, like there's some people in this world wouldn't last 60 seconds in somebody else's shoes. If you really looked at things in opposition, like what Scorpio is to Taurus, or what Leo is to Pisces, I think. No, I can't remember. Aries, right? Thanks, Benita. And then I go in train wreck and have debate. Okay, we're gonna get up. Okay, Angie. He told me I didn't know him very well. He's maybe closed off a little bit. Taurus and Virgo. We talked a little bit about Leo and Sag. You want to know what Taurus and Virgo are going through? Yeah. Please leave me alone while I do my thing, right? I love you, but I need this time, right? But it's not always fair, right? Where our paths sometimes they run parallel, sometimes they run perpendicular. Sometimes we got to run a little bit of Pythagorean's theorem on that, and the third party, the triangle, right? Is the promise of somebody new coming in, or the thought of your worth, Angie. You could have somebody just like it's you can. It's there for you. So you know what? It is about standing in your power and feeling your worth. And I know whatever questions you guys are answering me, you are all going to come to a point where you have mastered it. You have figured it out. You know what it's all about. We're just here to it's like we're all waiting at a bus stop, and the 420 bus to Albuquerque and Santa Fe is already like an hour and a half late, and we still got to make it east of Houston, right? Kind of thing. Okay, and Spirited. Hello, Brenda Lee Gallant. I remember gallant. To be gallant is it's like noble, right? It's like synonymous with nobility, not like kings and queens nobility, but just like being noble, acting nice. So hi, Brenda Lee. I'll put you on the list as well. My list runs. I keep it congruent, even if we have to end the live stream. Like if time runs out or it gets too late, I keep the names so that as people pop in, I can see them and check it out. And we just run on the honor system here. We're just a small tribe in the corner of the internet. Hi, Christine. So I don't have any moderators, right? I don't have any moderators because I want to make sure to keep it as personal. Ground roots, excuse me. Thank you for infinite abundance. Thank you, water. Um, right? Hey, Billy, that's awesome. We'll put you on the list. Okay. There's so many people dropping in. So if your name's on the list, we're doing it, and time runs out on this stream, you'll get like probably next time we read, right, and that kind of thing. And everybody's coming now. Everybody's hanging out. So thanks for being here. I'm at a different time slot, everyone, and the blacksmith smashed me in the face, and it's been frozen. So I'm literally like drinking water and like trying to talk out the other side. It's been a little bit crazy, a little bit hectic. Okay, we were playing the theme song to WKRP in Cincinnati off the top of the live stream. I hope it's not copyrighted, but it's beautiful. It is popping now, Chanel, for sure. And I believe it is. We just read for Angie, so next we got Sheila, then To Be Freely, and then Hey, if she's still here, and Benta and Brenda Lee, and everybody's coming in. All right, this is going to be overwhelming. We talked about this the night the phone blows up. There's going to be a night that the phone blows up. Thank you, Beth. I appreciate you. I do appreciate you. All right. Beautiful. Sheila Marie, are you still here? Are you still around? Sheila Marie's waiting for a grandbaby. So awesome. We've been waiting, and it's hi, Sheila. Yeah. Thanks for sharing with us. We wish you the best, right? Thanks. We try to promote a good vibe, and we're just hanging out tonight. Normally, we run this live stream a little bit earlier and we talk about legend and folklore as at the same time as we do the readings for people. Free readings, right? If you want to contribute, for sure, we can bump you off the list, but by no means am I expecting it or asking. Just saying that's kind of like my my very bendable Ace of Swords rule on this thing without having moderators, is we're a little channel. We don't need that. Right? Okay. Hey. I appreciate your smile. I appreciate you being here. Sheila, can you type your question in one more time for me, and then we'll get. Oh yeah, what does Spirit want me to know about my soul connection with JG? Taurus. We've cycled together apart a number of times. A deep and wholly mystifying and excruciating journey. Are we done for this particular lifetime? Okay, JG, Sheila Marie. Does it state how are they binary? Binary is a scientific play on words, like soulmates, kindred spirits, things like that. It would be like our galaxies circulating one another, or twin stars, right? And some stars are single for a time, and some stars, as they move through space, will be binary with one, but then they get caught up with another, and it can switch. It's never fixed for all of eternity. We know that because it's right now. There's 6 billion. How many billion of us are here right now? How many billions of stars are hanging out on Mother Gaia right now? Oh, it's okay, Sheila Marie. Deep breath. And I'm going to cut your cards now, Sheila Marie. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. I wish you the best joy, peace, abundance, prosperity, and happiness along the destiny to your path. Remember, we're in the Zen garden. We're here. We're just going over there. All right. This reading is for you, Sheila Marie. Love you. Page of Wands is here as a message. Okay. This is a message that when you receive the next 3 cards, keep your heart, keep still, be still, and know that the tarot is telling you the energy for the day. I know you are so wise, Sheila Marie, that allow the tarot to be the messenger, right? Remember the messenger that brings you the message, kind of thing. This Page of Wands with a message. 3 cards for Sheila Marie. It's the overall energy. That's funny because it's like Sheila and I are pretty tight, so we know it's like right now. We know it's right now. Okay. Look at this. Look at this industrious Taurus. Look at him in his craft, right? I think if there's any more cycling that's going to happen, Sheila Marie, it will be you gravitating towards him to check in and to say hi. I feel like this is going to be important to your heart. It already is, but it will continue to grow because you've nurtured it, you've seeded it. You maybe have moved past folly or past differences with JG or anything in terms of decisions that were made to be close and then far away. Okay, the soul connection here, though, is one of refinement. It's like you guys are working together on a project, taking a rough stone and turning it into a gem together. And sometimes you have to go out to get materials. So one person tends the alchemy bench for a little while, and sometimes you're there together making sweet love on it, and the other time the other person has to be gone for a little while. So for this lifetime, when I'm seeing this single person, here, it's like you're the one that stepped out for a little while, even though you might not have stepped out, like, but it's more of a metaphor, Sheila Marie. You might be the one that is coming back or is gravitating back because he's at the alchemy bench, focused and working on refinement and creation, as Taurus, the industrial Taurus would be. Okay. Wow. But he could have some outside influences. I'm not sure about the state. It looks like he's caught up with a number of people and family members and friends of family and things like that, that may, he may have been standoffish, or there may have been some arguments that led to frustrations and separations, right? And the complications, I don't know if it's his sisters or if it's his children or if it's parents or wherever he's at in his journey, but there's somebody where, there's a lot of conditioned influential thinking and feeling that goes on in a protective mode, okay? There it is. So you know where to find him. I think you can, either in the etheric or in the world. And when you ask if you're done for the lifetime, Empress says, no, far from it. Far from it, to health, abundance. And what is a lifetime but a mere moment in our spiritual journey? Remember, we're in the Zen garden. This lifetime is, those stars rotate around each other for hundreds of thousands of years. But they couldn't be so closely tied if there wasn't, hundreds of millions of miles between them sometimes. It's what creates the fire. It's what creates the ebb and the flow, the push and the pull, the movement of time, the movement of the tides. Sorry, I meant to say. And time is moving on. So thank you, Sheila Marie. As always, I appreciate your support of the program. 3 more minutes and I can go home. That's the way I was feeling at the dentist today when he mangled my face. Hello to everybody that's new and that's showed up. We're just hanging out tonight. We've got about 2 hours to go here on the program, and we're squeezing in as many readings as we can. Haven't needed to work in any refreshment breaks. Water is abundant. Thank you, water, for your abundance. Wishing you the best. All right. To Be Freely was up next. Then Hey. Okay, and then I think it was Benita and Brenda. We got those guys coming in. Have a good evening. Yeah, sounds good. Drive safe. Be safe in your travels, Chanel. Much love. And good luck to Nicolay. Tell him I said hi. Okay? Interesting enough. What can I expect in love is my question. Oh, you're a Pisces. Because you're a Pisces. Okay. Thank you. God bless you, Sheila Marie. God bless you. We're just going to take a minute for the mind refresh. I get a little chitter-chattery, and I like to check in with everybody that's in the chat, and not just the list. Sometimes it's, hi, Joyce. Thanks for being here. Christine, a longtime supporter of the channel. Thank you for being here and seeing some of this stuff progress from the start of the little YouTube journey, the little corner of the matrix that we are. Sending my love to you. Hopefully you're still here and hearing that message. Okay, yeah, there's Brenda and Benita there. Thank you. You're gifted, and you see it in me because it's within you, right? That's my way of saying thank you. You're talented. If you're going to sit there and tell me I'm talented and beautiful, I'm telling you the only reason you know that I'm talented and beautiful is because you're talented and beautiful. So let that be the drama, right? Hi, Joyce. Put your name on the list. We're kind of doing that kind of stuff. Joyce, yeah, there you are. Okay, writing it down. Don't throw that pen too far away. I'm using that. Dang it! Throw it far away. Okay, Joyce, you are on the list. To Be Freely is looking for what's going on in Pisces. And yeah, Pisces, we were chirping Pisces a couple days ago. It was, we got into it. We were reading for like Pisces relationships and finding out the depths of what's going on. And I want to let you know for today, to be freely, that, and tomorrow we have Pluto going stationary, stopping on a dime right before his retrograde, and he's doing it conjunct the moon. So there's going to be a lot of things affecting us. It's all about influence versus influencing. The trending word is influential. That's kind of more of like what we have to be on guard for, skeletons in the closet, revisiting that kind of stuff for Pluto stationary. But then also the good side of it is is it allows more things to become known. Pisces will be able to swim farther than it's ever swam before. And in all signs, you'll all be able to get a glimpse in to what previously could be thought as unknowable or unknown or more awareness. So waking up is happening, whether people are conscious of it or not. And a Pluto stationed off conjunct to the moon while Saturn's hanging out there as well. Everybody's going to take a step forward into the new energy, into the 5D. And some people will be straight up shook tomorrow, but some people will be woke and they'll be excited for how much new that they get to see. This Pluto station's a big one. It carries a heavy weight. A lot of people talk about Pluto, Saturn doing their dance over there. But when this stuff is kind of happening, when I like the stations, when they stop before they go the other, that's where it's like the ebb and flow. Like imagine you were at a rock concert, you were flowing back and forth, right? Every moment you kick back and forth. It's kind of neat in the astrology and the way it feels. You know, you can study astrology for 90 years, know everything there is to know, every nook and cranny of every date, sextile, and things like that. But there comes a point where if it's a thought form, you need to feel it too. What does it all mean? We identify with our signs as people, as Pisces or as Scorpios. But at the end of the day, how do we feel about that alignment? How our spirit has aligned with that understanding of that identity, right? I'm not going to read for you to be freely as a Pisces. I'm going to reveal you for the beautiful human being that you are. Hi, Candace. You're welcome here, always welcome here. Thank you for your contribution the other day. I really appreciate you. We're about to read for To Be Freely. Got love questions. Being in Pisces, why not? The waters run deep, right? We're seeing some return to good emotional alignments coming up here. It hasn't been easy through Aries season, but we're in a more nurturing time now. That the water relationships are good right now. It's a good alignment. The water, actually, most signs, right? Fire mostly being affected, right? Air was, now we're kind of moving into earth being more affected and more effectual, influential situationships. To Be Freely, I just cut your cards. Normally announce it before I do it. We're reading for you. Your overall energy, we're asking about love, is a Four of Cups. Are you not seeing a positive, optimistic outcome? Your view, perhaps on dating or perhaps on the people that you normally date or would fall in love with. I won't assume it, and I'll try not to assume it, and I'll try to see clearly what maybe has you feeling down or kind of in a Eeyore type. You remember Eeyore is this positively pessimistic, but there's still this level of apathy that comes along with maybe the unknown. If I were to see this and then not knowing you, I mean, I would have to say that like the single life has drawn out for you. It's been a longer passing of time. You've almost been there so much in a time, even if you were with people for like a month or two, where like the single feeling never left. And you've been able to watch it progress. You've been able to witness what has passed and what has failed as far as even coping mechanisms to apathy, perhaps of being like, you have your standards. You're not giving up. You're not compromising. But why hasn't it happened yet? What have I done wrong? What have I done? You know, what is the single life meant to be there, right? And where is the love? Why isn't it being shown to you? Your spirit, I feel, could be on a portion of its journey to be freely, where you're kind of seeing the industrious nature of more of things like the uniquities within people, and I think that you're a studier of faces and of energies and of people, and you thrive when you're feeling the freedom and the individuality. So this create maybe a contrast as to what's able to come into you in your love life, what is known, what is the comfort bubble, being sick and tired of it, but still refusing maybe to take the step towards something that would involve a bit of a risk or a change in conditioned thinking or something and energies that's just easier to be in. So why the heck, why is it even worth trying for, kind of thing? Like I feel like you might have been kind of deeply hurt at some point in time or let down, and it could be affecting your love life at this time. You're single. If we had like the angel romance cards, you'd get the one that was like past hurt is affecting your love life. That's what the card would say, right? But we were able to take that a little bit more roundabout way in the Four of Cups, right? And I won't soothsay. I don't do that. Even though my tooth says should soothsay, because I got hit up by the dentist today. I don't soothsay, okay? Just how it is. And really, the Page of Wands is saying is like there's no new messages coming in. This is a tough time. There is a shift of thinking that is being asked of you to be freely, a shift of thinking to occur, and perhaps it's a liberating thing. It's almost like you could maybe today or in the past you can never see yourself being somewhere or doing that particular thing, but perhaps it interests you and you can put yourself into a new environment. This page hasn't gone anywhere for a while. It's been here for a long time. So perhaps that is reflective of maybe, your life, your routine, your work, your career. Maybe you found yourself in a place where personal expansion and growth is preempting love because it's meant to precede it. If that makes sense, right? And yeah, I do. I feel you're woke. I feel you're worldly, but you haven't been enacting on the powerful person that you are. I don't feel like you've been standing in your power. Okay, that's what these cards are wanting me to say to you. Believe it or not, like this is not evil. We got the lower pips. We've got a page here with pretty much no message at all. There's not much, and I can't sugarcoat that. I don't want to sugarcoat that in any way, right? Okay. And then at the very end of it, we've got a reverse Hall Magician. So it just kind of like brings the point home. And to be freely, it is like to be freely. Are you really living that to the best of your ability or the best version of yourself? Has the best version of yourself been allowed to shine through in a little while? Because that's the attractive gem. That's what attracts the mutualism of love and romance and a love life, is when the personal sprout is like maybe growing its first flower, or it's finally opening up its third leaf, and then people finally start to take the notice to it. Okay, it's refined, it's grown, it's better now, right? And I don't mean to be very daddish or lecturish on that, but sometimes the tarot is very direct, and it's saying you want to let this person know that their question is being preempted or preceded by a different message, and it's maybe, it doesn't have to be linear. You have your willpower. You can go out probably and find romance tomorrow. You really set your intention on it. You really set a mission on it. It's WKRP in Cincinnati, baby. That's what it is. That's what we're listening to off the top of the show. I might take a little bit of a refreshment, but I might just hang out here for a bit. The amount of people that have come in, I'm a really small channel, so that's a lot for me to take in. So I need like a little bit of that learning curve. But to let you know, we have Benita, Brenda, and Joyce coming up next. A lot of people have come in. Hi, Yoon. Welcome back. Hello, still standing. Candace is here. So many. Beth has showed up just for good vibes. And maybe we can fit her in for a reading. We should definitely put her on the list. If the list gets too long, because we keep it moving, right? Beautiful, Beth. Thank you for being here. Hey. Has to know from me. Hey. Yeah, that's right. Hey, then Benita, it's your question. And you are next. Hey. Can I ask you just to be patient for another 3 to 5 minutes while dentist got my face today. Today's program brought to you by the good people of us, all of us hanging out. We make it possible. So yeah, and today's program, The Legends of Tarot, has already aired earlier today. We're just hanging out tonight. We're just hanging out. Absolutely still standing. Absolutely. You guys keep me honest. You keep me real. You can play with me too, right? Because especially those of you that get lucky enough, right, while we're still so small, to have a reading like every day, because I let go of the readings as soon as they happen. There'd be some lingering for like maybe 5-10 minutes, I clear it all out, but eventually it all gets dropped. I'd be good if I remember your sign, right? But I don't forget who's been in here, who's been supporting the channel for a long time. Christine, thank you for being here. If you're still hanging out, very much. And for those of you OG subscribers, before I took a year-long hiatus from doing tarot on YouTube, I appreciate you for hanging out, sticking around for a long time. JC Flynn, peace and flowers to you too, bro or girl. Beautiful lady. You only show up as a dot. JC Flynn is just kind of got that pilot's name to it. And of course, I'm an old stuck in my ways kind of guy. I shouldn't assume. I should never assume. And that's like what the old guys are really going through with the generational changes. It is a good vibe tribe, Candace. Yes, and it's that way because you were a part of it, because we're all a part of it. But we can talk about the stuff that we talked on the program today. We really got hype about the honoring agriculture, honoring farmers, and honoring our connection with Gaia this morning due to some stuff that was going on in history. We made mention of the Hubble Space Telescope that was launched on this day in 1990, and it's still going out there. It's still going out into the cosmos. Hopefully, we can receive pictures from it for more years to come, but we don't know how long because it is cruising. That thing is effing mobbing out there, and it's flying. So that's kind of cool. We talked about that. The Jupiter-Saturn thing, conjunction with the moon, as Pluto goes. We were talking about that quite a bit as well. And anything else, whatever keeps the chat alive. You guys go hammer. Go hammer in there. Good night, Sheila. Okay, I hope to hear about a grandbaby tomorrow. We'll see you. Bye-bye. Love you lots. We're going to be doing cards for Hey Hey, and we do have a list going. So, yeah, we're making sure everybody's on it. Everybody gets registered. Brianna Synchronicity. Is it Brianna or Brianka? But we got Benita, we got Brianna, and we have Beth, and we have Brenda, Brianna. It's cool because we're all just being, right? I was a dad joke in the new age. Sorry. I love all of you. I don't mean to punish you, torture you like that. Love. Much love, Sheila. Bye-bye. We are all just being, right? Okay. This song, I hope it's not copyrighted. I don't think it is. It's intellectual property. Clever like Trevor, right? That kind of thing. Maybe I'll just turn it down so it doesn't interfere with the reading so much. But this is really helping me in the mood right now tonight, and just feeling what it's like to just be here with you guys, rather than, because I have this thing where I have this like little egoic pride where I'm like, I'm running this little TV show called The Legends of Tarot, and I announce it, pretend I'm broadcasting like a fake news anchor, right? The fake news. I don't get political. I like to talk about aliens on this channel or paranormal. This is strictly, well, paranormal sometimes it plays in. This is more like good new age ascension vibration, and using tarot as our bridge and our 78 stairway to get there, to get feeling hype and to keep each other company. That's what chat's beautiful for that. All right. Well, it's because I wanted to recognize, you know how you hear like this day in history, blah, blah, blah on the news or something like that. I was like, there's so much important shit that has happened in history that I want to find that one that benefited us most excellently, that sometimes gets missed, it gets overlooked and stuff like that, right? Like the story, like when I first got started, I told the story of Saint Perpetua, who she was a dream journalist, and she would journal her dreams. And back in the day, in her time, that wasn't allowed. You weren't allowed to be creative. You weren't allowed. We're talking like 100 AD-ish, right? And so when they got caught dream journaling, the people were so oppressive at the time, they threw Perpetua and her bestie. She had a best friend, this lady, who was not as learned. She didn't know how to write, but back then Perpetua did. She was married to like a rich dude, and her bestie was their housekeeper, right? And Perpetua knew how to write, and then she would start writing down her dreams. She's the first noted dream journalist of all time. And they have a feast day on that particular day, and because the legend is that they threw Perpetua and her bestie into the Colosseum, like Russell Crowe style, into the ring, and for dream journaling, or being against the powers for dream journaling, right, or against the rule for dream journaling. Real jerks, real jerk faces for doing that. These guys at the time, and they left the lions or the wildcats loose on Perpetua and this other lady. But what the people didn't know, and what Source and Spirit showed that day, is Perpetua and her bestie each had both given birth, like literally a few days before they got caught and thrown in the ring. They were brand new mothers, which makes the story heartbreaking. I know, but they were brand new mothers, and they were thrown in there. But when they released the Wildcats could smell that the women had just given birth and that they were nursing, and so the Wildcats left the women alone, like Daniel in the lion's den, right? It kind of it comes from a religious thing, but there's a legend behind it, right? There's a story behind what the people think that the day has become, or what a particular day has become, right? All of this is a result of dream journaling, right? When you weren't allowed to dream journal, right? And it is fascinating. The story still ends tragic. I'm sorry, like they were so ruthless back then. When the Wildcats didn't do the job, they ordered the men in to finish it, right? And that happened in Carthage. I think that's in Tunisia. It's where all that shit went down. Gets me pretty passionate. Gets me fired up. But right, yeah, really cool, right? That's even some more ancient stuff, right? Hey. And speaking of that, I don't want to let too much time pass before we get into your cards, okay? I love archery that supports history with artifacts. Right, yeah. Hey. So maybe we were. Did I come up with the name? That was your question. Beth Bonita Applebaum, you gotta put me on. Bonita Applebaum, you gotta put me on. Bonita. Oh my God, yes. Oh my God. 1, 2. Oh my God. I don't know why am I singing Q-Tip right now? All right. So it's Hey's turn. I hope I got that right. Hey. Do you have a particular question? Hey. Or was your reading meant to be the story of Perpetua? Because it seems like you're already woke and you would be able to draw enough for that to answer a question if you subjected it to that, right? Hey. JC Flynn, things are so interesting. That was so much fun. Yeah, right. Yeah, been singing all kinds of stuff. We let off the program with a WKRP in Cincinnati theme song, and I want to play it again later as it winds down. I got about another 2 hours to an hour and a half maybe left to go. Hey, are you ready for your reading? I'm thinking about you while I'm shuffling the cards. Hello, Peter Doe. Welcome to the program. Welcome to our tribe. Welcome to our little list of listeners and intention setters and woke people. Okay. Well, you're all welcome here. All right. You're ready. Do you have a question, or do you just want a general? Maybe a sergeant. Maybe you want a lieutenant. The general's usually the most handsome, isn't he? Just kidding. I'm just kidding. We got to play around. I'm dad jokes for days, right? So, Sangaya. Beautiful. Thank you for the phonogenetic spelling. I appreciate that. General reading for Sangaya, please. One general reading for Sangaya, please. What say you, Tara, for Sangaya in this general reading? Thank you. You're cute. You only know just because I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? Okay, childish. That's what I am sometimes. We've got a 7 of Cups here in reverse, okay, Sangaya? So I think that we can look at this and we can say, I feel confident enough in saying that you have a fixed goal. You have a fixed place where you would like to be at, or something that is attainable to you, and you've envisioned it and you are taking proper steps to get there. Could be a relationship, could be anything, whatever. When you ask for general reading, it's about what your focus is on. And I can see you focus tightly on it, and it's clarity. It's clearly there. And what it is, it's about overcoming. It's about claiming a victory about something, whether to self or whether for a community or a team, or whether it is to finally bring the pleasure of another into your life. If it is in regards to your person or your relationship, making one another happy through sharing and mirroring one another's energy is the main goal, right? Something is reflecting back on you in benevolence as well at this time, Sangaya. It might just be the harmony or the certainty that you have found more bliss and more joy in this life, and that you've come to a place where you've been able to appreciate it so that you can keep your visions clear. The 7 of Cups is all about your visions. We're emotionally tied to our goals, our dreams, our ambitions. And the 7 of Cups exists because of that emotional bonding that exists to those. but it's not limited. It's not even linear. It's all over the map. One's over here, one's in the past, one's in the future. One could be if I change my timeline. One could be if I like did a U-turn right now and went home and grabbed that thing, right? It's like one of those things, right? You'll get there no matter what. You'll claim a victory of some I don't know, that comes because of the wreath in this cup is what keeps catching my eye. See that? You guys see that? See that wreath in the cup that's just behind her? The seat of the soul, so to speak, right? This is about claiming the win, the Perpetua, claiming the win, like you have tried, but source is on my side. Nature is on my side. Victory is on my side, right? And it's the seed of the soul. So it's in the conscious mind, it's coming through as very clearly focused because of the level of importance that it has. So something important for you definitely has your attention and hopefully intentions at this time as well. 3 more cards, Page of Pentacles. Could be a big purchase in the near future. You could be appraising value of something, okay? And this as well is asking you, how are you doing with time management? And are you feeling, hopefully you're not feeling anything bad about how, you've been valuing your time or placing your time, right? If you choose to allow more me time, don't feel guilty about it. But the Page of Pentacles is here to let me know you've done a good job of it. And that you usually are able to attain what you want through simply accepting your focus and almost being able to, you have this like ability to be able to see through things, Sangeya. It's interesting. And I think it comes from an inside. You have seen the light from within or something like that, where it's like you've been awakened, but it's because of like the inward journey. What sometimes it takes like Tibetan monks or practicing gurus and stuff like that. It's like you may be able that you can turn it on at a bit of a light switch, but sometimes you forget about it. Sometimes you forget that ability is there. And it almost takes like a childhood memory or something like that you hold in front of you. You might even be very psychic, Sangeya, where it's like if you pick up an object, you would be able to like track down a person or feel a sense or knowing where they have gone, right? And that sort of thing. Okay. And it's because your spirit is magnetic and it's magnified, something magna about it, big, the macrocosm being a part of like your life's journey and perhaps why it's been playing out at this point in time, right? Okay. The Tower, there's moves, there's change of location, perhaps seeing things from another side or refocusing. This can mean a career change too, right? The Tower, because a career change, when we've been in a particular career for a very long time, it's like a pull pin. It's like a terrapin. It's like it's so hard. It is a Tower moment when we finally decide I'm going to go for it. I'm going to follow my dreams. So a little scary, right? And it is. It's definitely there. Because if it's ever combined with things of an ill nature and not in a passionate, benevolent way, then it's really tumultuous. But when it has here, this could be like a certain subconscious fear that is involved with you making a career change or actually a physical change in location to get where you're going, right? In Cups, because I feel like you're ready to walk away from something, or you just have walked away from something. It did no longer held your passion, and if you weren't, sorry, hands all shaky. And if it doesn't hold your passion, then it's just a grind. It's the rain is not filling up those cups anymore like it used to. Time to pack up those cups and take it to somewhere where it is raining, silly, so we can have a nice cool drink of water, so we can enjoy our abundance and we can enjoy the fulfillment of our emotions. We don't have to worry, but we get so attached. See how attached she is to that violin? She's ready to leave all those 8 cups behind. That violin is coming with her, come hell or high water, when it should be the other way around. She drop that dumbass violin, pick up those cups and put them in somewhere where they're working, where they're gathering the rain, they're gathering the love, they're gathering the water. And you could be in a thing where you're gathering, where you're like gardening or growing, or something had that grrr kind of effect, but a friendly bobcat one, not like a dangerous Bengal tiger kind of one. Okay. So hopefully that reading helped you. Hey. I guess we've been told I'm trying to connect and expand more and go higher. Yes, spiritual. We didn't see a lot of wands in there. But look, the card of transformation came out. So there, it can be there for you. And you have a gift. You have a gift. That's the channel message through those tarot cards. I feel like, it's there. That's an interesting spread or series to see. I should have held them out a little bit longer. But we're going to keep trucking on. We're going to keep keeping on. All right. So I just want to catch up. Overcoming independent, going through amicable divorce, I've been through so much in the past 2 years, but I appreciate it. I appreciate my current spiritual awakening. Life is changing. Future business to help others community. Passion of real estate with special needs to help families. Yes, making the world a better place, right? You have a gift. You can make it happen. Hello, Kimchi. Hi again. Hello again, and to anyone else that's just joined us, we're hanging out tonight. That's what we're doing. The program already aired earlier today, but this is just our fun time. And it's really not a program. We're just a little, with this, I've been giving my ego a little bit of niblets because for pain body, I've been to the dentist and stuff like that, where I let ego know, hey, ego, we're running this great big TV show, and we're gonna broadcast it, but when really we're just hanging out in benevolence and love, so ego can go off and do its thing. And I wish you all the best in your spiritual awakenings and your spiritual journeys. And I want to thank you for being here, and I want to continue to enjoy our time together like this. Kimchi, hello. I'm gonna put you on the list. We might not get to everybody, but this at least gives me a running total. So that odd time where I'm up at 3 a.m. and you might be too, then we can just like do your cards 100%, right? But I do go live a lot, so be careful with the little bell button. You don't want to hit that and then have me dinging your phone while you're in like a boardroom meeting or making sweet love in the boudoir, or perhaps you're driving down the road and you're like, what's that? Like, be careful with your little bell, right? No, thank you. Thank you. We want to look at who's next. We got Benita, then we have Brenda, then we have Joyce, then we have Beth, still standing, Brianna, and Kimchi. Lieutenant Kimchi. I don't know why, Lieutenant. There's been some weird stuff going on with me tonight. I think maybe it's the Novocaine wearing off. My face isn't as frozen anymore. Thank you for abundance, water. Thank you, water. That's unreal. Thank you for being here. We're still lots to cheer for. We got an hour and a bit to go, and lots of people here. So I'm really happy that turned out the way it did. Right? Okay. Can I play a song for you guys? I hope it doesn't get me in trouble. But that's okay. I've been running this channel for 3 years. I don't have any copyright strikes. I hope this one isn't. I don't think this one's copyrighted. It might be. If you've ever wondered whatever became of me, I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. No, Joyce, you didn't miss your spot. You didn't miss your spot. You're right after Brenda Lee, and you're coming up. We're gonna do Benita, Brenda, then Joyce, then it's you. You're third. Your pizza will be ready in about 25 minutes. How's Ruben? Beautiful name. How does he feel about you, Virgo? And this is Benita, and yes, you are very on point and on time, Benita. It is your time. It is your question. Ruben the Virgo. Deep breath for Ruben. Hi, still standing. We got Benita, Brenda, Joyce, Beth, and then you're up fifth. I think we might be able to just getting to you by the end of the program. So if you got to go pet Fluffy or take Dexter for a walk or let the turtle out of the atrium for a little while, do whatever you got to do. Oh heck, I'll even keep Rex company. You know, just put me on by the fireplace where Dexter or Fido usually has a nap. I'll keep him company. I'll do a reading for him. How about that? Who let the dogs in? All right, I'm getting fired up. Just a few minute breather here, Benita, before I get going. Clear the old reading, get you into the cards here. I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. Turn of time packing and unpacking. Town to town, up and down the dial. Baby, you and me were never meant to be. Just maybe think of me once in a while. I'm at WKRP in Cincinnati. Okay, if that didn't make you cringe, nothing will. If that didn't make you sway in the morning, nothing will. Okay, I'm a little funky. I'm a little bit of a funky old soul, so bear with me. We're going to start reading for Benita here, and she's wondering about Ruben, her Virgo, and how that's happening. What's going on? What's he thinking? What's he feeling? Doing another one of those Pythagorean triangle readings. Tarot's coming from me. Ruben's coming from Benita. Ruben's doing his thing. We're going to reach out. We're going to connect. What say you, Tarot, for Ruben the Virgo? And beautiful Benita Bala. And she is. All of you look so beautiful in your thumbnails. I wish you all the best in all things. Okay, Benita, here we go. Card of transformation. This flipped out in between readings too. This card is meant for you. Okay, we look at this. We want to look at Ruben, or possibly coming as it comes through you, his energy channel through you. I get the sense of the feeling of a big change, a big shift in energy. Somebody might be coping, or somebody might be displaying behaviors of uncertainty due to a change that was beyond them. This is major arcana now, no overall energy, right? This is a change that's experienced, or something that is being requested or required of Ruben to align with it. I don't know. It's like, what do? Did you up and join the military, or did you go and pass up on one endeavor to chase another dream, only to find yourself wanting to turn around and chase both, or the other one on one side of the corner, the other? A big change. Something's asking Ruben to develop, to grow. And we can know what it is. We can know that he's benevolent enough to be feeling the call of the awakening of higher vibrations, right? Things of that nature. And he's probably and as it relates to you, as he feels, he may be feeling that things between the two of you need to change. That might not be an easy thing for you to hear, but that's what came through. He may be feeling that there needs to be change. So if you're part, his intention would be to get back together. If you've been spending too much time, or if there's been too much dependence, he may be seeking the independence. Could go either way, depending on your situationship. Okay? Love that word. Whoever was in the chat that day and said that, thank you. Reversal of a 9 of Pentacles. So somebody is going to come from a point of singularity to join up. They want to join forces. This is like energy that's ready to become attached, or to become bonded back to. It's done its personal exploring. Maybe the transformation, the cocoon phase is almost complete, and the butterfly, upon the emergence, will not want to fly alone. It will want to be a part of the lady in the Zen garden. It wants to be a part of it. Will seek out love. I feel that love is important to Ruben. Love is he even places his emotional well-being. He's the type of man, I feel, that knows that family means more than things, or family means more than opportunity, or things of that nature, right? Those lessons might have come through some tough things. Why he's being forced to align with that now, I'm not too sure. But it looks as though it could benefit, the amount of personal growth that he's attained. So if you were to apply it to you more directly, because there's this indirect thing going on between you and Ruben. Something's there, whether it's a distance or a wall or something there. It's like there's something that can't be, you can't move through it, right? Somebody's got to come around to get there, or come up or over or underneath it or whatever to get there. The longer you leave each other, the longer you let it go without giving it attention, the harder it's going to be to connect. All right. So again, it's a Willpower Wednesday. This is a time to nurture it. If it's important to you, you can find out directly through your willpower. As always, Tarot's great for reminding us about that glorious gift we have, right? Been given. You can change it. You can shape it. You can take that wild growing bush and you can shape it whatever way you want to shape it. Okay? No pun intended. But you could if you wanted to do it, right? And I feel Ruben right now may not be as receptive to that, but it's something that you could have innately set for yourself in your time patterns and in your longingness and desires to be with one another. I feel as if there's a rich history here, a strong foundation or a strong seed, okay, that has grown, that has matured. And it could be how you view him or how he views you. It could be vice versa, because we are bringing this through you, right? Benita, Bala, beautiful Benita Bala, we're bringing it through you so we can get in touch with Ruben. So it's like all of your notions, all of your desires, all of your passions, all of the time that you spend considering what it would be like or something like that is definitely coming into the reading, okay? But there's a level of change and maturity. 7 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles. We're in these upper to high pip cards here. It's a good place to be. It's a good place to be because it means that you are adaptable, that you are ready for a change, or that somebody's ready for a change or longing for it or desiring it. So it's a good, he thinks of you. Look at, there's another 9 now. But what is this block that's between you? What isn't allowing to come between you? Is it something as simple that can be torn down or circumnavigated? Or is it something that it's like, wow, no matter how hard we try, no matter how much we were in love, if it was like a Romeo and Juliet type thing, where it's like we just couldn't be, why can't we be together? That's the real question. Why can't it? And I guess if you are together with Ruben, if he's just down the hall, if you're in that loving relationship with him, this is more about opening up the heart energy and the pillow talk. Don't let it go for too long before you reignite things, okay? Feel like it's religion? Maybe. It's a very intuitive place where you could see where something like that might be coming from. I didn't get too much about other people being involved here. I don't see anyone like persuading him against it, like in terms of like family members or people saying like, oh, you know, come out and party, don't get married, come out and party, or don't be in a relationship. It's almost more like, as long as the spark could be relit, everything would be back to normal with this thing. Okay, that's the feeling it's got. It's like it started as a spark, it grew to this great big wildfire, and then it burned, and now it's just a few embers left. Okay, so I was saying, don't leave it for too much longer, Benita, before you reignite it. Throw some gas on the fire. Okay, it's a metaphorical fire, people. Right? It's not real fire. It's not real fire. Okay, it isn't. It's not. It's metaphorical fire. Metaphorical gas for your fire. Okay. I hope that was able to help you, Benita. Thank you. You're going to the movies on Friday? Perfect. Lots of kisses. Okay. And you know, I hope that you're both in a day on Friday where you're both feeling. I'm going to pull one more card. I want to pull one more card for Benita for overall energy on Friday. Okay. Just bear with me, folks. I know there's a lot of people, they flipped out. 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Okay. You guys have a lot in common. You guys actually, I feel, could talk about like business ideas and things like that. If it ran dry, or if you really wanted to find out what he was thinking, if he wasn't just saying it, keep knocking at that door of like business. If he's like, he's got that divine masculine spark in him, business will automatically make a contrast of like love, money, what? She's here right now, and then lots of kissy kisses, okay? That kind of thing. All right. Robert Crafting, no vaping? It is a long list, Robert, but it's I don't know how to describe it. It's an ongoing list. It doesn't mean that when the stream ends, the list is over and it starts again. It just means that this is who's come up in the chat most recognizably, and whoever is engaged with chat and being present for their readings, and we're just going through it. I crossed you off earlier, but we can throw you back down on there, Robert. Definitely will. Hope your mom's good. Hope Jenny's good. You guys have been talking a little bit more. It's funny, I dropped the readings, but slowly I've been getting to know some of you, and it's really cool. It's really great. Robert's a testament to that. All right. I want to sing WKRP again, but I won't torture you. The dad jokes have been enough tonight. I won't torture you with that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Brenda Lee is up to bat. Joyce is on deck, and Beth is in the hole. Those are baseball terms. First, second, and third. Okay. Robert Kraft, hi, still standing. Hi, Benita. Anybody else that's joined the room, thank you. I wish you the best in all things, and I thank you for being here. We're just hanging out. The program's over for the day. We did the Legends of Tarot earlier. Absolutely. Step out, feed Dexter, feed the kitty, feed the puppy, right? That's what it's all about. Joyce Brand, yay. Yay, I'm happy you're here. Brenda, are you kicking around? Brenda, you still here? She might have been a pop in and a pop out. Pop in, pop out. We're popping. We're popping. That'd be a great popcorn ad, right? Any of you in marketing? I'll sing you a jingle. You can go and you can present it to the executive, and you. I don't even want credit for it. You just take it. We're popping. What am I? Pop, pop, pop. What am I? I'm popcorn. Sorry, just out there, right? I feel the liberation of the evening hours in the circadian rhythm sense of it. It's like it's done. Thank goodness. It feels good, especially out west. I'm not sure you're probably all coming in from different time zones, but that's what it's been for me. Just due to a busy schedule, I don't always get to choose when I'm here, but I'm gonna, I think, aim for these evening hours too. And I'm so addicted to it right now, sharing the love, sharing the energy that I'm all about. Oh, yes. Thank you, Brenda. You brought your popcorn. Good. Thanks. Pop, pop, pop. We're popping. We're spitting tarot. We're chirping. We haven't been chirping. We chirped Leo a little bit earlier today. Or maybe it was yesterday, and we chirped Pisces a bit. It's good. We all need our chirping. We all need our chirps to go. Okay, Brenda, did you have a question, or do you just want me to do a general reading for you? Oh, what la? Oh, what? Oh, word. It's my first. Oh, Brianna. Do I have Brianna synchronicity down here too? Yes, I do. Right after still standing is Brianna. Brianna. Oh, thanks for your subscription, Brianna. Thank you. Thumbs up. I appreciate you for checking it in. Check out your May monthlies. Those are all up too. And yeah, I try to go live as much as I can just to get an energy on the day and say hi to everyone. Right? It's really nice how YouTube is it's a long standing. It's going to be in my opinion and my feeling is it's going to maintain its long-standing cultural importance to us much longer than an Instagram or a Facebook will, just because of the nature of what it is allowing. Like in terms of it's the first time. Right? Remember, we've grown a lot since MSN Messenger, right? We are on Brenda Lee. She brought her popcorn. She propping. She brought her popcorn. I was at the dentist today, so I literally had broccoli soup. My kid was laughing at me. He was like, "You got broccoli soup all over your face, Dad." I was like, "Yeah, I know. It's all right whacked right now." Okay, General, for sure. You feeling stuck? Feeling some Four of Pentacles energy, some Four of Cups energies. Stuff will make itself known. I'm glad you're feeling. It's weird to say I'm glad you're feeling stuck, but I'm going to say I'm glad to see you use the verbiage stuck more than overwhelmed. Okay, because right now is a challenging, especially like the few days, the little time epic that we're in, the little day era that we're in, for definitely like time, space, Pluto representing the underworld and how it's stationing off the moon, right? It's like the ghost of the Titanic has finally come to port. And it's going to be asking to see what's in your closet. And it's going to be affecting us, each and any individual differently. And if you're feeling just stuck and not overwhelmed, then hey, what the heck? Maybe we just need a little help from your friends, right? Joe Cocker. I get by with a little help from my friends to push your car out of the mud, to get unstuck. That's what I'm talking about. Rubber boots off. I'm gonna take the rubber boot off, step there, yank the boot out of the mud, then I can get on my way, even if I have to wash my feet later. No big deal. No, it's no big deal. I'm gonna cut your cards now, Brenda Lee. Thanks for being here, everyone. I wish you the best in all things. Always. The well-wishing will continue on this channel. These are the cards for Brenda. Reversal on the Three of Swords. Okay. Feeling stuck. You might have just recently finished a healing process over a past lover in a third-party relationship. This is clearly the definition of this card, the overall energy. But this is also clearly stating that you may not have been on top of your game when it comes to being aware of what you are subconsciously doing, if you may be self-sabotaging, if there is potential for that. Do you set the bricks up? Are you the type of person that sets all the dominoes up just to watch them fall? Right? And is that if you want to watch them fall so that you can continuously go through that death rebirth cycle like a Scorpio does, then that's great. But if it's self-sabotage, where it's like you've got all these plans, or maybe Mr. Tall, Dark, and Handsome's at your door, and you just like keep stubbing your toe and making a scene and making a fool, or worried, or feeling any kind of like jealousy in relationships from old conditioning where you may have been hurt, that could still be coming to the forefront. Okay. And it might not be happening physically, like out in the 3D. This is just stuff that has been lingering. It's like residual energy. It's like that last little bit that trickles down and sometimes just dries there, and it leaves a dirty film, and it makes it harder to see through. If you get that analogy, right? It's like it's been around for a time. Whatever is causing the stuckness is something that's been stuck there for a while. And sometimes that's better, and sometimes that's worse. Sometimes it's better in that the conditions might have changed, and what once used to be very stuck might not be as stuck anymore. Or the reverse could be true. It could have sunk 3 feet deeper into the mud, and now you're really going to have to yank on that biatch to get it out, right? That's just kind of the feeling about it. And you'll know. So be an active co-creator in creating an environment for becoming unstuck. And it starts with the body, then your sanctuary, then your rhythmic, your circadian path, like what you do in a day, then to your thoughts and dreams, and then finally out the top, the crown chakra will like guide you and be able to like shine an inner light, right? Okay. Right. Relationships of fire signs not favoring you at this time. Okay. King of Wands reverse, saying here that there's a lack of vigilance probably coming from a fire sign to be engaged for too long with something. It's almost like somebody could be asking you to take a side, to pick a choice, to pick a side. And if you're not sure what to do, because I see you typed it in there, I'm not sure what to do. None of us really are. This is the time of the most where it's like it wants to ask you, at what risk do you let go and just say, I'm okay with not knowing. I want to allow the not knowingness to permeate through me, to attract what it is that I am supposed to know, to give me the answer. And tarot can do that, right? Tarot can do that. Sagittarius might be trying to facilitate you at this time. Did I say Sagittarius? Fire sign, I don't know, Sagittarius, might be trying to facilitate something for you at this time, but to no success, okay? Or if you are a fire sign, whatever methodology that you've been using, whatever coping mechanisms or motivation mechanisms, it's asking you to grow or be more vigilant over them, okay? More affirmations, more self-care, right? More pulling yourself into the present moment to get out of anything. And it's, look at all that red. This deck doesn't carry a lot of red, but when it does, it shows up heavy, right? It's like, whoo. There's a situation here where it's like we borderline lost control with a lot of air or fire energy that has just really disrupted things, and it's kind of blown everything over there. And it's like, I get a feeling of a bit more of a recovery that's needed, and it's not treatment or anything weird like that. It's more like a spiritual recovery from a place of ill motion or no motion. We need to introduce motion into this thing, so it's not set up for its same cyclical routine. It'll end up happening again and again and again, almost like, that thing that you watch 1,000 times, 99 times is going to go there, and like the Jack in the Box is going to explode or whatever it is. Sorry, I couldn't find an analogy for that. Where it's like you just know what to expect, right? Okay. Reversal on the 7 of Wands here. Yeah, things have had a tough time taking root. You've had a tough time with some nurturing aspects of the things around you. All right. I don't really know you, Brenda, from 2 people left to Sunday. But, if I were to see you on the street, I'd be the type of person I want to come up and give you a big hug and be like, yo, have you heard of this new cool disco joint down the block? Let's go let our hair down and kick up our heels and do the footloose kind of thing, because dang girl, you need it. You need to cut loose. You need to refresh. You need to get into some new levels, new cyclical patterns. Okay, shake it up. Come on and shake it up. What is that? Your daddy don't know what your mama's gonna do tonight. Shake it up. All right, and now we have a reversal here on a Queen of Pentacles. What are these two? This is like a match that is not happy for either of these people right now. I don't know what this means. It could be Capricorn or Taurus or Virgo in your life, or it's something involving a Leo or a Sagittarius, where it's like it could be affecting you. You could be you're either one of these, or you're in a close proximity to an earth fire relationship that has you questioning, wondering, or feeling stuck or less stable. And I'm glad you use stuck, not overwhelmed, okay? Because that means that the people, no matter what, you are still in a position where you wouldn't have to fight back to get in a place where you're standing in a power, and then you could pull yourself out, pull yourself up from being unstuck. It just seems like a little bit of lack of motivation, and it's coming because there's a lack of information. There's no motivation because it's almost like you don't know. You don't know what motivation is going to take because you're not really sure of the goal in the first place. So clear up the goals, clear up the goal setting, find out from other people what it's all about or what their expectations are, or if there are any boundaries. Okay. And so that being there, that was a tough one. That one ripped my chest wide open. Okay. But I don't mind those from time to time. If they get too heavy, I'll just call it. I'll turn WKRP back on. Okay. That's just fair is fair. Right. But for the most part, my heart goes out to you. I do. I want to give you a big hug right now. And hopefully that was on point. And that you were able to take something from it. I would just want to catch up in the chat for a bit. Okay, it sounds like a lot of it was resonating, and so I'm glad that it did. I'm appreciative that it did, and I want to thank you for being here and receiving it. Can't do it without you, Brenda, Benita, Beth, Brianna, Kimchi, Mr. Robert. Can't forget the Still Standing, and I believe Joyce is up next. Raise your voice. It's Joyce. Rejoice. I jumped for joy, but Joy's head was stuck in the ceiling, so I had to go home. Okay, I know. It's corny. It's corny, but it's like it's an evening session. This is an evening session. This isn't the Legends of Tarot. This isn't what I've tricked my ego into thinking that it is. This is something totally different. This is just benevolent fun. This is just good fun. OMG. Becky, look at her butt. Just kidding. Don't be butt looking. Butt look, cheeky monkeys, butt lookers. Remember that? It was an old Saturday Night Live skit. I think it was Mike Myers. He'd come on and he'd pretend he'd be a kid sitting in a bathtub and he'd be like, "Are you looking at my bum? Are you looking at my bum? You were looking at my bum, weren't you? You cheeky monkey. Bum looker. Cheeky monkey." All right. Welcome to everybody who's joined us here on this little evening session. It's nice to have you. Hags, I see a highlighted comment. Legendary Tarot. Hi, that's me. May I be added to the list? Absolutely. Absolutely. Hags. Gang. Right? It's gang. It's the weekend. No, it's not quite. Not quite. We just got over hump day. Solar plexus root chakra day. Okay. Anybody else new join the room? Feel chaos in creation. Yeah, welcome. You are welcome here in our little corner. I got a flipper up here. I saw it. I swear I saw it. Don't know what it is. Star card. Trying to slip us a fast one. Okay. Welcome here, Chaos, to our little corner of the matrix. This little corner of benevolent sharing on YouTube. It involves tarot. It involves ascension. It involves 5D energy. It involves sharing our gifts of our love. All that good stuff. And oddly, tonight is about WKRP in Cincinnati. Town to town, up and down the dial. Baby, you and me were never meant to be. Just maybe think of me once in a while. I'm at WKRP in Cincinnati. What a show, man. You guys remember Herb's pants? Herb Tarlek had these pants. And they were like these loud, weird golf pants. And Gordon Jump, I think, rest in peace, Gordon Jump, he played the old office manager. And he was just shook all day, every day, shook. Bengal Tigers. Yes, Bengals football, bro. Yeah, Ocho Cinco. That's what I remember. When I was last into NFL and playing the point spreads and stuff, it was in the days of Ocho Cinco. Then he came north to hang out with me here in Canada, and I think he bombed even worse. I think he was a blue bomber or something like that. Okay, hopefully I shouldn't say it's like Beetlejuice. Don't say it 3 times or you get flagged by the powers that be for saying it. But we can say Browns, Bengals, boo. We can say Brenda, Benita, Beth, Brianna, Brianna Synchronicity. How many synchronicities? Okay. But we are getting ready to read for Joyce, who's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. OMG, Joyce, do you have a specific question, or would you like a general reading? What you want? Like, it's like Burger King around here. I don't know. I just kind of I tend to ramble bamble a lot and stumble bumble a lot. It's really you guys making the intuitive connections on your end. I'm glad that you get a good laugh or two, especially when the readings come and we're all taking a little bit of the goodness out of everybody's readings, because you are all so intuitive and woke that you're able to tune in and pick up that word that you needed while you're petting Mittens the cat. Okay, just a general. That's right. The general is generally what you want. The general is the guy you want to talk to, right? Because he makes, it's good because it's about you, right? It's not about somebody down the road. Yeah, he tends to bounce still standing. He's in and out. I think he gets hungry, and I think he's like, I'm just going to go and get some more eats, a snack. That's good, Brenda Lee, and I hope you enjoyed yours. I hope it got you at least some inspiration or resonated to some fact of like where it was. It was like I said, a chest ripping kind of energy here to deliver a message that you maybe weren't even expecting. So it's authentic tarot for authentic viewers. If I had T-shirts, that's what it would say on the back, right? Yeah, or authentic vibes for authentic people. And that would just be a way of walking down the beach and advertising, be like, I'm here, I'm woke, right? Without being so bluntly out as saying it in the trending sense of the word is now, right? I like woke and influencer are two of the ones that have really caught me as being like, okay, all right. Now the collective trollers are here. They're taking what they can from it, right? That kind of thing. Hi, Ellie Jane. You are bolstered to the front of the list. You are going to be right after Joyce because you were here at the end of the Legends of Tarot program. Hi, Ellie Jane. The program's over, but we are hanging out. We're chilling out here tonight. I'm cutting your cards now, Joyce. We're gonna get into it. Can I say this one thing? I wish you all the best in all things. Okay. Reversal on an Empress card. Okay. Maybe the feeling is that you need to nurture something that might have been neglected for a time. You might have brought about something into your realm of creation that you might have created it and then dismissed it, and then now it needs to be revisited again. Something is calling from the past. It's not necessarily karmic, but it has that undone feeling to it. A closure that either you are seeking or somebody is seeking from you, okay? And you might be feeling a little bit of creative block. I don't know if this is a writer's block or if this is you do a lot of linear analytical thinking all day and then have trouble coming back over to the other side of the brain and getting creative projects off the ground, up and moving and going, okay? And that sort of thing. Empress, we'd like to see her being here this way for you, but in the overall energy, it just says, there's just a little something that we need to go back and look after and do it soon. Do it quickly, right? Do it here before the Scorpio full moon. This full moon that's coming, this moon's like a timestamp, right? We just got through the full one in Libra, that was known as the pink moon or the egg moon. The one in Scorpio, the full one, is going to be dynamic. There's nothing special. It's not blue. It's not a super. It's not a blood. It's nothing like that. But this Scorpio full moon is going to be like a timestamp. Trust. Mark my words. If Mark's here, do that. Okay. Mark's not here. He didn't get the invite, but let's check it out. And no offense if you're watching, not chatting in your name's Mark. But these are 3 cards. Okay. These are the 3 cards for your general. Perfect. So it's funny. What were we having trouble manifesting with this 3 that we weren't having trouble manifesting with this 3? It's so close. It's so close within your reach, Joyce. You can have it. You can do it. You can make it. You can figure this out almost like a problem-solving thing, right? Whatever it is that you've created. If you created a situation that now is like maybe it's feeling a little bit binding at times, there is an easy out, or there's going to be a backdoor solution, a creative solution. Not that you're ducking out, I don't feel, but it's almost like you are creating a new portion or a new place of sanctuary. I don't know if you're moving or redecorating your bedroom or something either, and you're just maybe conflicted about it. It has that mundane aspect to it. There's a million, when you go into the mundane, there's a million examples of what it could be, right? But when we want to look at it in awakening energy, you know that it's there. This just shows me that this coming to a point where you're turning your frown to a smile and being able to manifest what you want for yourself. I would say focus more on spirit, passion, and creative work experience, because they're the wands. They're the three of wands, okay? Your path hasn't ended. Your horizons have broadened. It looks like the path has ended, but it's just simply this is like we're just waiting for the 420 to Albuquerque to get here, or the boat to come into port, as it probably will tomorrow. You may find a huge shift in energy tomorrow, okay, Joyce? This Pluto thing could, and Saturn being conjunct off the moon, could really shake up the workday for you. It's come in time, and there it is. And another 3? Are you kidding me? That's 3 threes in your reading right now, Joyce. Bringo, there you have it. Manifestation, I'm on my way from misery to happiness today. Yeah, I'm on my way. For those are proclaimers. Go out, shout it out, proclaim it to the world. If you feel happy, express your happiness and allow it. Allow the benevolence to pour forward from you in every situation where you have the moment to be aware of it, and then you're going to feel it. You're going to see the grand cup, like almost the big cup, begin to overflow. And it's like, wow, the blessings are abundant. They're here. They're no longer transparent. They're no longer hidden. Everything is there in my view, and it's all right there, just beyond my reach, and it's all for the taking. How do we do it? What do we get there to do it, right? What is that last step all about with the 3 threes? Relationship. You sing a lack of relationship, maybe a lack of spark in a romance or finance, it gets that mind trapped, right? Sometimes love and our desire for love, our love of love, our desire of love, it gets us off track sometimes. As benevolent as it is, as beautiful as it is, sometimes it pulls us off track of what we've asked for, what our higher selves have asked of us, and where we've asked to be in a larger timeline, in a larger continuum. So Johnny Football down the street might be a hunk of burning love, right? And he might be playing games with your heart. He might be in and out of your life. But at what point does that really distract? Why can't we have it all? Why can't we make it all? Why can't we just reach out, grab all that joy abundance? Maybe it's because we're like, we just don't have this. But that's okay. That's okay not to have it. Because once you say it's okay not to have that, that's when you can have that. You got that? You have that? Right? Okay, Joyce, hopefully that helped you out. Hopefully you were able to take something. That had a fun, bouncy type. The 3 threes, that's phenomenal. On a 4-card spread, the first 3 cards to be threes. It's like, wow. What is presenting? How are you presenting? The manifestation is right there. It's ready for you to pull it forward into your realm, into your wheelhouse, into your repertoire. Okay? Sorry, I got to let go of this reading. Thank you for infinite abundance. It is 8 o'clock where I'm at, just after. Okay. What I want to do is I want to do a short refreshment for everybody, and then we're going to get back, and we got Beth still standing, Brianna Synchronicity, Kimchi, Robert if he comes around, and then some new people that came into the room, and hopefully we'll get to you tonight. Know that if you've joined us and you've been put down on the list, we don't get to you tonight. You go to the top of the list right away, tomorrow, just like Ellie Jane is about to do. Let me write that in all caps over here on my old computer. Just my old computer. Ellie Jane. Okay. If you're still here, and it's going to be after a 2 to 3 minute refreshment. I need more water. I need more water. I'm a watery kind of guy. Okay, I'm gonna play the song again. I'm gonna play this because I'm feeling it. Okay, hopefully you like it, and it won't be long before I'm back. Is that okay with everybody if I take just a quick break. Chaos in Creation, I'm going to put you on the list. Okay, Chaos in Creation. There is some of that too, isn't there? You got to break a few dang eggs to make an omelet. Okay, I'll see you in like 2 minutes, folks. Oh, wait, or will I? Oh, yeah. Of course, as long as I make it over there and back again, right? I should be fine, right? Okay, cool. I'll play the song again. I won't have to sing that. Love you all.
I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. Got kind of tired of packing and unpacking, town to town, up and down the dial. Maybe you and me were never meant to be, just maybe think of me once in a while. Heading up that highway, leaving you behind. Hardest thing I ever had to do. Broke my heart in two, but baby, pay no mind. The price for finding me was losing you. Memories help me hide my lonesome feeling. Far away from you, I'm feeling low. It's getting late, my friend, my love, I miss you so. Take good care of you, I've gotta go.
Yeah, still here, Beth. Still chilling. We're still living on the air in Cincinnati. Town to town. We're not in Cleveland. We're in Cincinnati tonight. All right. Misnomer. All right. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Enjoying my little stepping out. You guys step in and out of the room. Pet Fluffy if you need to, you know. Fluffy went outside, Beth. Wait till Fluffy dries off before you pet Mr. Kitty. Whatever became of me? I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. Tired and top and unpacking, town to town, up and down the dial. Baby, you and me were never meant to be. Just maybe think of me once in a while. I'm at WKRP in Cincinnati. All right. Thank you, WKRP. It's so epic. So I got funky old, some blues and funky old soul there. That's good stuff. Lots of kisses. Yeah, share kisses. Lots of kisses. Share a thumbs up if you're chilling in the club all night. If you came in, you got a reading. As always, please hit the little blue thumbie. I'm a hitchhiker on the guide to the. I'm the hitchhiker on the guide to the galaxy, and I got my thumb out all the time. So please put your thumb where that thumb should be, and we'll be thumbs up together. Well, all thumbs. We'll just drop everything. We'll just drop it all. Okay? No, we won't. We're gonna try and get to everybody. We read for Joyce. Is Beth still kicking it? Oh yeah, there she is, right. Yeah, absolutely. She took Mr. Kitty outside, and now she's here. Now it's your turn, Beth. All right. Do you have a question? General reading. How are you feeling? What's the feels? What's the vibes? What's the vibes? Yes. For some reason, I just thought of Christopher Walken in that Fatboy Slim video where he's like, you could get with this, you could get with that, you could get with them, you could get with us. And it's like, I forget how the rest of it goes, but it's like, you could get with this, you could get with that, you could get with this, you could get with that. And Beth, you can align with whatever you choose. What you feel, what's the feels? What does Beth need to know, Tarot? What does Beth need to know? We're talking about a lot of cool stuff the last few days. It's cool. It's exciting. We're live in Taurus season, right? It's beautiful. It's nurture, it's nature, it's birds. If you're in the southern hemisphere and you're going into winter, just from someone that sits across Taurus as a multiple faceted Scorpio, your view upon it, your perspective upon it, winter is its own form of nature, and just like you still see it in the desert kind of thing. It's, it has that. The earth moves into a different aura based on the season. We feel it as weather, but it's just Gaia being in a different aura of Gaia in relation to the sun. All right. Was it Jennifer? Robert, was it Jennifer? Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Okay, still standing. You are up right after Beth. No, I'm sorry. Ellie Jane is up. Ellie Jane, are you still here? Ellie Jane, oh, I feel bad because I set the rules and then I break them, and then because I forget, and I just want to do as honorably and nobly as possible. Okay, Beth, would you be all right if I read for Ellie Jane? If I just slipped her in there, just like ahead of you one time, just like real quick. Okay, I'm sorry, I got to do it. Ellie Jane was here enjoying the Legends of Tarot. And that's it. You both give the right away. Now, if you guys were in traffic, you'd be butthurt. You'd be bummed at each other, being like, you go, no, you go, no, you go. Yeah, you go. Okay, I'm going to read for Ellie Jane. Okay, I'm going to read for Ellie Jane because she definitely, I think you were new this morning and we missed out on being able to read for you. And I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of it. Do you have a specific question, Ellie Jane, or do you want a general reading? Beth is going for general feels, right? Yeah, you need to dry off Mr. Kitty, Beth. Go dry. Is your new job going to make me enough movie to move out on my own? Great question. Absolutely. Great question. That's the fundamentals right there. That's why this dang tarot was invented, so that we can know. Remember that old saying, there's an old saying, rest assured, so that your restful times can be restful, okay? And it is going to make you money. But it is going to challenge how you manage your work-life balance. Money going out too, right? That's a big one. If this job that you have is a don't get bummed out if it takes up a lot of your time, because if it does that, it's also assuring that you're spending less, which is allowing or helping the money to grow, okay? Empress. Yeah, right now it seems kind of distant. It seems like it could be a pretty tough uphill climb. That's not going to be easy for you to make that happen, Ellie Jane. Okay, maybe some setbacks, right? But you've stood tough through a lot of things going on, right? And there's family influences. Who you're with now, are they? I would kind of hazard a guess that their family maybe is so much as like a bad boyfriend or something. I have a feeling that's more so like family, and I mean, your desire to do so is going to be the driving factor of it, no matter how much money you make. The how bad you want it. It's like when you see sports teams competing each other, and the announcer's like, well, they wanted it more. It's about who wants it more. It's kind of like that, Ellie Jane, where it's like the degree that you finally get to when you want it, when you actually make the move, will determine the amount of risk from a monetary or a resource value when you go to do it. And will it be enough is only there to say, the universe is saying, well, how far have you come in order to be able to rest in not worrying, to rest assured, to not be concerned about money. The 10 of Pentacles flipped out there. Certainly things that you could be cutting out as a fresh start with the new job. You moved into the new job, I feel, with maybe some little promises that you might have made to yourself that when this new job starts, I'll be done with this, or I'll quit that, or I'll stop doing this, which might be taking away from you. And then there might have been an inability to cut that out, or you might have still yet to do that. Stand up and be assertive in that which you need to cut out of your life. It might be certain toxic relationships. It might be an air sign that you might have to just distance yourself from so that you can focus on self. Because the work, I feel, it's challenging work. The reward, I feel, is going to be high. But there's somebody that needs to be impressed. I think we need to worry about performance at the job before we worry about take home. Get into the grind. If that's your purpose or your path right now, if that's your destiny, Ellie Jane, that You've decided, like, we're going to start this new job. We're going to save up some money. We're going to move out on our own. Great. Absolutely. 3-part attainable goal. Easy, easy peasy, right? But this is saying there might be somebody here that needs to be impressed. You might have to get into the grind of being like, okay, well, yeah, I'll work a weekend. I'll cover that shift. My manager sees how many sacrifices I've made in this new job in a short amount of time. What does that mean? Cha-ching, promotion, cold hard cash in a short amount of time, right? Represent while you're there. Hit it with all you got. Give it 100%. No half stepping. Queen of Swords she doesn't take any half stepping from the 8 of Swords or the 7 of Swords. She doesn't, because they get gnarly. They get out of control. She's like, whoosh, get back in line. Don't be jealous. Don't be stealing. Don't be doing this. Don't be doing the other thing. And it's like, that's not you. I'm not saying you. This is just reflective of the authority of the queen. You might be dealing with a tough boss here, but there's an opportunity to impress her or him. I don't know why I said her. To impress them so that you can get on a fast track to more money. Doesn't mean you still, like, they might think, oh, well, you're here and you're doing such a good job. Please stay forever. But your thing is, I want to move out on my own. And maybe that moves leaving Cincinnati and going to a different city, town to town, and starting a new job after that. You can be invested for the immediate gain, but remember to keep your eyes on the larger prize. Okay? So that's what we got for that, LG. And three more cards. Judgment. You make the call. Something's not serving you. Get rid of it. Cut it out. Take it out. Add it. Whatever it might be. You manage. This is you in management. If there was a card in the upper arcana that said management, it would be Judgment. It would be the Emperor up right beside it. That would be management. But I feel that this carries as sort of those deeper connections and you sort of having at least that control to your happiness right now. You may not have creative control. You might not have feeling like you have monetary control at this time, but at least that enables your awareness of your focus to make the calls based on the things that you can change. Your health, your habits, your routine. What makes you happy, cutting out what doesn't make you happy, right? That what you allow and accept. It's good to see Judgment there. It really is. 8 of Wands and quick moving energy, fast moving. Things are going to happen quick. And I think this might be an expectation. You're passionate. I think you want out. You almost feel like you're one step out the door anyways, whether it's work or home. It's like you're almost always there. You might have air energy yourself or a lot of air in your charts, Ellie Jane, which gives sometimes this little bit of an unstable or flighty feeling. But the next couple months for you, you're going to be a little bit more grounded. See how she's clung to that rock down there? And then see how that river behind her is just raging. It is ripping, right? It would take you so far away. But there's a ship there coming in on the horizon, right? Ship is coming in. But we're doing some grounding work before we get there. So let's make sure, even though your goal is to move out of home, you might need to embrace that particular family or home life a little bit tighter or closer for a little while and make certain sacrifices so that you're able to even save up more and clear up any communication or anything left unsaid before it actually is time to go to make that whole transition easier. The King of Cups is reversed here. Yikes. She got him by the balls, don't she? She really does. This is a Queen of Spades. This is a King of Hearts, right? So if you've ever played crib till the late hours of the morning, you're a late night lover, you know what that's all about. Or any card game. Could be bridge or Crazy 8 Countdown. Doesn't matter. King of Cups is here, right? She's a kind soul. She is a kind soul. Okay. And I think that what we got going here is your emotions might be a little bit unstable surrounding it. You might get upset, but your temperament might be a little bit one-sided, or it needs to attain a level of being back into even keel. Okay, a water sign might have got you, and maybe perhaps guidance as someone that thinks they know what's best for you, but really they don't, is trying to have some say, or might be acting a little bit belligerent or begrudgingly and want to be that person on your behalf. Okay, so I would steer clear of this energy. Do your best to subdue it. I would say in this situation, impress her. Kind of keep a wall up between you and this guy, but don't ignore the energy. Just protect yourself from it. Okay. All right. So those were the cards, and I hope, Ellie Jane, that you were able to take something. I wonder if they would have been the same cards. If we would have been, you were like right there at the end of the readings when the program ended this morning. All right. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Okay. And Robert's here and still standing. They have a good old time. They're talking over there by the tiki torches. We're watching the full moon as the tide goes out on a starry night on some secluded beach somewhere. All of us relaxing, we're chilling. We're all about the mood. I feel like we could play something else. We sang the Billy Joel, I'm Still Standing, for quite some time. Okay, and Beth, and then Still Standing, and that's how it's meant to shake down, right? So, and as always, feel free, do your thing on the side. Sometimes my wandering eye goes over there, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what they're chatting about. I wonder what they're on about. What are you on about? But at the end of the day, I really know that it's all good because this is a safe place to come in and chat and be a part of the energy, right? Be a part of it all. All right. Barbecue ribs with potato salad and cornbread. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Who's bringing that to the picnic? Who is bringing that to the picnic? Right? Beth, totally, totally, fully. What was that song? Fully and completely. All right. Oh, yeah. Was it fingers and toes? Fingers and toes. 40 things we share. 41 if you include the fact that we don't care. What is it? Like boots or hearts when they fall apart, man, they really fall apart. Fingers and toes, fingers and toes. Still standing. We're hanging out with Beth, then we're hanging out with you, and then in the Brianna synchronicity, Brianna, if she's still around, if she comes back or if she says hi, um, then she's in. She gets in. All right. All right. There's a couple of people that they've been in and out, and unfortunately, like over the past 3 shows, they've missed their reading every time, and so they're still high up on my list. But it's all about that level of engagement of being there. All right, okay. Yes, you are super patient. You are super patient. Okay, and we were just getting into the feels. We want to know what's the vibe for Beth. We want to feel the vibe. We want to feel the feels. Hi, Brianna. Love it. Did we see that synchronicity? That one kind of sweep you too. The one that really got me is what is that? You show me up to 11:11, or I made you hit to 12:34. I think that's an Arkells jam. That's actually I really like that band. That's my highway driving music right now. It's kind of like when I'm done with the Bob Seger and all the other stuff that makes me super emo. I really get into that good feeling, that new vibe. Some of the best good stuff out there. I'm a big Godsmack fan too. So the feels of music. Oh, it's probably more of me. Let's sink some of you into these cards, okay? That's a good question, Robert. That's a good question. I don't know. If it's social, if it's something that's taboo in a social circle, I would suggest is practice, get good at it, bring it out as a party trick. Blow someone's mind in front of everybody else. Then they'll be interested, won't they? How in the hell did you do that? Yeah. Today I phoned my boss. He's probably because I have a job too. He's probably, I don't know, close to 800 or 900 miles. Well, maybe not that far. 400 or 500 miles away. And I said, hey man, are you sitting? And it was through text. I was like, are you sitting between so-and-so and so-and-so right now? And he texted me back immediately and he said, you were half right. But the person I was wrong on, I was completely wrong. It could be 2 different people, but it was kind of funny. And they had sat down to a late breakfast, and it's what, because I kind of a funny thing. You can do that sometimes. And it's all about the openness and the receptivity to it as well. So make sure you're dealing with people that at least you get a sign that they're not so mentally bogged down, ostrich-like head in the sand kind of thing, right? All right, Beth, I'm going to cut your cards in just uno momento. Yes, they're ready. Wish you the best in peace, love, joy, abundance, prosperity, and happiness in your destiny, on your path in the Zen garden to go from here to over there. That's all we're doing. It's not far. We'll have a long ways to go. Here you go, Beth. Reversal on an Ace of Wands. All right. I think there's breakthroughs that are definitely at the precipice for you to break into new areas of creativity or take your creations to a deeper level or make them public or something of that nature, right? It's almost like when it shows up like this is my writer's block card, right? This is something that's been inflamed. There needs to be like a release. There needs to be like a general of a twist on it or a reintroduction of something, right? Or an ability to break into something new. Have you ever been working on a problem? I don't know why I saw a Sudoku puzzle, but any kind of problem, video game, hey Robert, or whatever it is, and you struggle with it. You're having trouble with it. Finally, maybe you rage quit. You throw everything down. Just take a night off. Just take a break from it. You come back to it, and it's super refreshed, and it seems to flow a lot easier and a lot better for you. And I feel that this is something that needs to be done in regards to a brand new spiritual undertaking, a journey of creation. Okay? Robert, you're funny. Sorry, I wasn't saying that you do. I'm just saying you've had those situations where you've been so focused on wanting to make it perfect, to get it done, to complete it, to understand it, to make it the best that you can be, pinpoint all the finest details on it, that you have to release focus in order to get focus. Okay? That's the feels, Beth. Release focus to gain focus. And the whole food thing, right? If your mind is elsewhere, the food that you're eating, you're not experiencing the fullness of it. It has that kind of connotation too. Where is your focus, right? What are we creating? All right. We could be creating better community situations here. Not sure what you're into, Beth, but I do have a feeling here that there's something in regards to a social circle or a community that might be wanting to call on you, that might be asking for you in a leadership role, in a leadership fashion, to take charge of relationships and fringe relationships, those people that are on the periphery and the people that are closest to you both. It's asking you for kind of some upward action motion. You have the potential to be in support of somebody that would really benefit you karmically if you opened up to it. So one of you might have an old friend or somebody there that is calling or distantly putting it out there in the ether that they long to talk to you again, or they wish they knew where you were, or they want to make more memories with you. And it could be like the group, it could be like the girls getting together or something again, right? Like that sort of thing, just doing your own thing. Maybe, taking a day apart to go soul journeying with, the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants or Thelma and Louise style or whatever it might be, right? I've never watched either of those movies, I promise. I haven't seen either one. It's just from the title of the inference. I just picture lovely ladies traveling together. And that's what comes out of my silly mouth. All right? Okay. Well, we get so. Page of Pentacles reverse. Okay. There might be an earth sign in your energy, or if you have a lot of earth in your chart, you may be finding that you're just kind of like apathetic towards it all. Stuff isn't fulfilling. It's like the guys on the first Pirates of the Caribbean, where they live with that curse where they eat the apple but they can't taste it and they never get full, that kind of thing, where it's just like after so long, none of it is fulfilling. And it does. The last stage is food, where it's like I can at least take fulfillment in it. But like all the little things, all the ambiances, they need to be refreshed. Just like every 7 years, we almost become like new beings from a cellular level. Okay, I want to focus in on that upside down pentacle with the apple that's hanging there. Okay, no, that's hanging there, right? Why would our ambiance, our passions, and our creative nature not change along with it? And it probably has had done so, right? There's something here. We've also reached the bottom of an hour on something, the halfway point in something, and it's asking for an evaluation. I'm not sure what that is in regards to, but there is something there. Nine of Wands. You got to take a long, hard look at it. You know what it is, Beth. You've been there before. You've seen it before. You've had it happen before. It's not even like deja vu. Like this is just straight up experience, right? Kicking its ass based on what you know, based upon where you've been, seeing it for what it is. No illusion or disillusionment coming at this time. Cosmic disillusionment, maybe, but It's perspective in the 3D and the here and now. As you awaken, as you align, as you open up, as you dream more, as you spiritually awake more, hold that reality of the 3D firmly in hand. And see, like how she's like holding it away from her like this. She's like, right? She's looking at it. She's like, at any time, I'm going to hold you back, but I want to take a long, hard look here. Because is this just like all the rest? Is this one different? Is this one just a little bit more or enough to set me over to that new height or that new level that I'm looking for? Could very well be so, right? All right. All right. So my chatty monkey brain, right? We didn't have much up there for swords, but we had like an array of pentacles, cups, and wands going on there. There were no coins in that reading. So watch your spending too. Watch money out and money in. Present time, just a good natured safety. This is a safety bulletin from Legendary Tarot saying, please watch your money over the next little while. Right? That kind of thing. Earth angel, earth angel. Oh man. That was a song that was playing in the gymnasium right before what was his name? Marty McFly. Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly before he went into Johnny Feelgood in Back to the Future 1. Earth Angel was the song that was on right before he came up on stage and took the future guitar. And what a beautiful jam that is. I love that. You know, it's funny. I know I have this place where I can go and there's like this building out in the middle of nowhere. It has a sound system set up. Sometimes on a starry night, I'll go out there and I'll switch it over to AM radio and I'll like fine tune it out to like the craziest, most rocked out backwards oldie station that I can find that's still playing jams from like the 40s and 50s. And I just love it because I feel like the broadcast is going out just as much as it's coming in because it has those vibes, those good natured songs. Earth Angel, Earth Angel. I don't even know the rest of the words because that one is an oldie. That one goes deep, deep down. Okay, Back to the Future. Shit. That's yeah. You never heard the song Earth Angel? Oh, wow. Hit it up. Just type your name into the Google search and then look for like an oldie with lyrics or something. It's a very slow moving song. You're supposed to take your girl and slow dance and romance her to it. Very like high school sweetheart type stuff, right? They were all about that back then, you know, Blueberry Hill and all of those good songs, right? All right. Music, all music. We have the 3 of Cups up in your reading. Bethany, I think you should make a new playlist. Make a new playlist for your jams. That's one that's going to be good. And who was stuck earlier that was left feeling stuck and we had them with that other. So I think it was maybe Benita. What a beautiful Benita. She needs to make a new playlist too. Have you been in hermit mode? That's okay. That's okay. The season, if you're in the northern hemisphere though, the season is asking you to get into your yoga doing, to get up, right? To take these 4 of Swords and make them more, right? It's vodka. Oh my God. Maybe if I was 20. Oh, how about this one? We were playing WKRP in Cincinnati. Who remembers this one? Cheers. All right. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Dun, 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 dun. And they're always glad you came. You want to be where you can't see. The troubles are all the same. You want to be where everybody knows your name. Dun, 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 dun. Remember then Ted Danson would come out and Woody Harrelson, they'd come out and they'd act a fool behind the bar. That was some good stuff. And Normie and Cliff over there, they had all the world's problems solved from the corner of the bar. And that's what we're doing. We're getting all the world's problems solved from over here in the corner of the Matrix. Welcome to the program where we're just hanging out tonight. That's right. Nothing legendary about it. Although that's it's just a flag point for where we're at. Okay. Still standing, still here. Yeah, very much so. And I hope Brianna won Brianna Synchronicity. I'm really looking forward to that reading for Brianna Synchronicity. And I hope she's in there or comes back in the room. And then if Kimchi, I think she's been popping in and out. Then Robert, believe it or not, you're on the list. And we've got, we got a little while to go. the hour grows long, but we'll see how far we make it. Hi, Kimchi. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we're coming up on your name in the list, so won't be long now. You all look so beautiful in your thumbnails. You're just like little micro dots on the side of the chat, but it's like the bright colors, and I can see the smiles that shine through there, and just like yet remember how beautiful you all are. All right. Mine was Click Spar. Yeah, that's nice. 3:37 a.m. That's right. You're over in Europe, Robert. That's right. Across the pond, as it were. Right. To be fair, we're across the pond. Enough respect, though. I'm Canadian. The Queen is still kind of like over there, and I'm still doing the dance with the pawn and the rook over in the corner. Right. 10:38 there. Nice. I'm a few hours behind, right? Kind of closer to Western or Pacific Standard than I am to Eastern. What do they call it? Mountain Standard. Up here, we're mountain man. I go chop down a tree. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I work all night and I sleep all day. He's a lumberjack and he's all right. He works all day and he sleeps all night. That kind of stuff. Mountain Standard Time. Okay. Bloody smashing. Okay, good stuff. All right, still standing. Did you want a general reading, or do you want? Do you have a specific question? Hosa, right? I remember Hosa. Is he in love with the woman he is with? Like, is he happy in the relationship? Okay, yeah, fair. Good question. Good question. Is he happy? Hello, Nabrisha Archie. Nabrisha Archie. I love the name Archie. Archie Andrews, right? That was the one from the comic books. I have a friend named Archibald Farkin Parker. Just kidding, I don't, but it would be amazing if I had a friend named Archibald Farkin Parker. Okay. Unfortunately, no, Nabrisha Archie. I've got a list going, and I'll write you down on it. Thank you for asking if you can have a reading. The readings are free tonight. Of course, Super Chat enables being bumped up the list as a common courtesy to the ebb and flow of abundance in our gifts. Okay, that's just how that works. I don't ask it, I don't expect it, but I'm just saying that it's there. That it is there. A thumbs up if you've received a reading and you've enjoyed it. Please do. To be authentic with me. I do my best to be authentic with you. If I gave you a reading and you thought it was the shit went sideways, and give it a thumbs down too. It's just like, I totally understand. I totally understand. But we're here to spread love. Everybody spread love because we all want more, right? All right, but Hosa, can you see by the dawn's early light what's so pretty? Hosa. He's a Sagittarius and he's okay. He's fired up all day. All right. Cutting your cards for Hosa now, still standing. Thank you for being here and being a mini moderator for me the other day. You and Sunshine did such a great job in keeping everybody in line, including this guy, including me. Okay. He could be happier. Definitely could be happier. I feel that he feels somewhat cut off in some sense of the word. Maybe his new person has cut him off, or maybe he feels distant because the expectation or the honeymoon phase has ended. It's a Nine of Pentacles. This is going back within. This is like stepping out of the consciousness of the relationship to enter back into the sanctity of one's own space of being. So this in overall energy is saying that romance is taking a back seat to personal, to personality, to personal egoic things, right? Could be better for him, right? 3 cards for you. And there's a lack of support. Wow, there might be somebody fell through with promises. Maybe something he promised fell through. Something she promised could have easily fallen through. And hopefully we're not dealing with too many, but I think we are. Like harbored feelings, resentments and stuff like that definitely need to be cleared. The fire sign is out of sorts, is unhappy. I don't know if his new person is an earth sign. Maybe if she is, she's feeling cut off. or if you have a lot of that earth, or if that's you, maybe you're just not abreast of the situation, because that was the overall energy card. We're into your cards now here. So lack of support or promise falling through in the realm, all right? And things slowing right down, right? It's like Ed O'Neill and what's her name there in Married with Children, right? It's like something slowed down. Could have been the act of chasing of a dream together. You know how people get in relationships and then we're gonna build the perfect life or the perfect adventure together or the perfect family together. We're gonna build it all. We're gonna do it all. We're gonna make it all together, right? But then sometimes the grind, if it's there, or the sacrifices we make, we get so caught up in trying to catch up that there's no remembrance or remembering where the dream began in the first place. And it causes us to shell up. It causes us to wall up like Ertl the turtle. And it causes us to really slow down and for those dreams to slow down. So it's where it's like what was a short-term goal now gets classified over into the long-term goal areas. And if the long-term goal isn't even visited very often, it could just fade out of the consciousness. Could just not be there anymore. Okay? That sort of thing. All right. So that's what I got feeling there. So in regards to happiness, right? Reversal on the hangman. I think he knows that things could be better. He knows that there's something that he could do in order to feel a little less bound, a little less trapped. I wonder, did his new person like woo him away from you, and then like maybe once she had what she had, then started neglecting it or something like that? That's almost what this reading feels like. Okay, it's wild. Queen of Wands was reversed, and so were these two majors, Chariot and Hangman. Why are we even driving anywhere if we don't even know where we're going yet? It almost had like that relationship had that feel. And then once they realized they didn't have a GPS or a map, they were like, crap, I thought you had it. No, I thought you had it. Well, you don't have the spark, and I don't have the spark, and there's no spark. What are we going to do now? Now they're just kind of like in this, here we are. We've arrived for good, or what it is, right? She's in the way. She could well be. Do you know her sign still standing? I'm just curious at this point. I'm just curious. They are good people. We are all good people. We are all the best we have ever been. Nabrisha, yes, hi. Hello, Lola. Hello, Ella, Lola. Can you help me with advice, please? Haha. What do you want to know, Lily? Do you want to know if you can go on the list? I can certainly put you on the list. We got to do things in orderly fashion. I brought my Ace of Swords out today so that we could keep some order and make things a little bit better. Right? I had a new idea to keep track of everybody. It's probably a good thing to do. Eric got a question. If it's not too crazy, I might just be able to help you a little bit and welcome you on board for being new. But then I'll put you on a list for a more in-depth answer. I have no qualms about doing that. No scruples about doing that. Unscrupulous. Nabrisha. Okay. It is time for Brianna Synchronicity. Brianna 1111, if you are still here, I've been excited to read for you all evening, and hopefully you are still here. Beth? Yes, hi, Beth. Still standing. Hopefully you were able to take something from that reading. She's a Libra. Interesting. She just kind of wiggled her way in there, hey? The Libras have a way of pissing people off. I don't think they mean to do it. They don't mean to do it. So benevolent, but they have a way of doing it. How is Aaron feeling about me? I love that name, Aaron. You picked a gooder, or at least his parents picked a gooder, or he picked good parents. It's a solid name. That's rock solid. Okay, you're both in Taurus. Well, heck, that's good to know. How is he feeling about me? I'm with an Aries. Well, I'm an Aries, and she's gone. Read her match. Yeah, you guys are definitely. You don't stand for any BS either. Other people's BS. Right? Well, so if you got to go 10 rounds in the ring, Beth, you got to go 10 rounds in the ring, and that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. The things you want to change, well, you have to stand up and change. And that's just the way it is. Okay, Lily, I'm putting you on the list. This is how it's gonna go. The best made plans of mice and men are oft laid to waste. John Steinbeck. I think that was from the 30s. What was I forget the play? Forget the book. Sorry. After this, we'll go Kimchi, Robert, Hags, if he's still here, Chaos and Creation, if he's still here. Then the Earth Angel, Nabrisha, and then Lily. Okay, that's what we're at here. Depending on how we're doing for time, we're coming up on 9 o'clock here. It's almost quiet time at my house. We got kids got to go to bed. People got to do what they got to do to be in it for real. Your birth certificate got lost. Oh, so you can't find your timestamp. Well, you know what? We were just talking earlier about how you can find out every little nook and cranny about astrology and understand it, what it means, how it's going to affect you. But until you really feel astrology and get in touch with what it means for those identifications to happen to those particular celestial bodies, it's kind of like you can learn more by feeling it out than having the cold hard facts about it, right? You know, I almost envy you in a way that you don't know, that you don't have one. That's like, it's like the person that doesn't have tattoos anymore. They're like, that's the person. That's that person. There's something special there, right? All right. It's almost 6 a.m. Well, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Chaos and Creation. Hello, hello. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the group. Tell you what we're going to do. We decide to call it. For all the people that have left that have on the list for a reading, we're going to do a one-card binger, a one-card rip for everybody so they get even just a little bit for hanging out for all this time. And then, of course, the list will continue on in the next video, right? Because there's a lot of new people here that have joined because we've changed time slots. WKRP was now on in the evening tonight, or 6 a.m. or wherever you are, right? So some of the regulars at Cheers weren't here, and the bar was popping. We were popcorn earlier. Remember, what am I? Pop, popcorn. It's been kind of a nice. We've just been chilling out. I haven't even really been chirping anybody. Going on feeling. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Right? Isn't it about that love? Isn't it about time? Looking at my Gucci, it's about that time. All right. Well, that was interesting. Caught my eye. There's a Queen of Pentacles and a Justice split there. All right. Interesting. Okay. Brianna, 1111. Brianna, and you are both in Taurus. And it's Aaron, and I just needed a minute to dump all the contents of my brain. Like sometimes when I do this, it just like, I can get it to come out my ears sometimes, and the dentist wrecked my face today. The freezing's almost all come out. Thank you for all sending healing to my face earlier in the broadcast. We're looking for Aaron, okay? We're looking about how Aaron feels about Brianna, 1111, okay? You brought my mind to 1111. I got you hit to 234 to 1234. Aaron, I'm going to cut your cards now. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining in and joining up with the tribe, Brianna. I really appreciate you for being here and being a part of this. We're just a little corner of the matrix. But we're here, and we're in a protected golden light, a love light, and a little place where nobody's going to come in and troll and like the cops busting up a good keg party. Right? It's going to be good like that. Okay, so thanks for being here. You've got the Queen of Swords tonight too. Everybody dealing with the sort of the pervasive and manipulable laws of circumstance. Okay, when I see Aaron like this, it almost feels like somebody had it made up in their mind that they weren't going to invest any more time and energy into a relationship, okay, or into a current way of trying to reach out to that person. So if Aaron is the type of guy that experiences love through like gift giving and support and things like that, his feeling towards you may be like he's not sure how to express himself to you. Because I feel like you're a little bit daunting. You might be a little bit intimidating, Brianna, whether it's due to your intelligence, your charm, or your beauty, or just your charisma. It can be frightening at times, especially if you're in a situation where it's like, if he had at any time had put you on a pedestal, and then you might feel like you went up on that pedestal and then you went down in his heart or his mind. It can be shifty or shaky for you, but it's up to him to realize where it's best. Sometimes it feels good to be up there, but for the most part, we want to be down here, seeing eye to eye and seeing it for the reality that it is. Okay. And I feel like he might be involved in some stuff here that you might not approve of anyways, or he might see it would be in conflict to bring your worlds together based on where they're at present time. It's almost like you guys have the eloping couple type energy around you, rather than like the hunkered down domestic bliss searcher. It's like you want to run away together rather than, state your love, stake your claim like far and away, and start on that path right away. At least one of you is not even near ready to be close for that. It's almost like you haven't even seen it, right? It hasn't become a thought form yet. The Queen of Spades, the Queen of Swords, she's kind of like, that sword is like the working mind, the feasible, what is feasible, what is acceptable, what is reasonable, that kind of thing. And he might be perceiving you or your relationship outside of that, which is making it tougher to make a connection. Okay. Fulfillment, though, I think that your love will be mirrored at some point. There's fulfillment coming in this relationship. This is a change that's coming in the relationship. I think it's just a point where you have to wait for the divine timing, the magic moment, as it were, for it to happen. It's like you can follow together, you can be apart, you can come in and out of one another's lives. But in the grander scheme of things, I think this fulfillment is here. This Nine of Cups is up here to challenge this Queen. All right, will it be successful or not? You may have to find out what's really important, and you might have to get an understanding of who Aaron truly is deep down, all the way through to motives, basic behaviors, commitment levels, things like that, before what you're wishing for, that 10th cup. Why isn't it there? Because Aaron might not be the destined person in the grander scheme of things to hold that cup. And I'm sorry if that's hard to hear, Brianna, 1111. That's the way it is. It is the nature of relationships to exist for the nurture and the timing of other future relationships. It's a dynamic. It's never a destination. It's not a set point. It's non-local, as it were. All of your relationships, they're meant to progress. They're meant to come and go. They're meant to leave and return, come again. Sometimes they're meant to stay and be there for a long time and bring you that fulfillment, like in the Nine of Cups. So whether this one will go one way or another, I think it's too early in Aaron's journey, I feel, to do that. I don't know if he is an air sign or if he lacks some sort of like level of maturity to be able to see that. Okay. Wow. We had Gemini in the picture, but there are more good times. If you guys want to express or share more passion before maybe something comes up, if you're willing to not put labels on it, not put expectations on it, I feel like you and Aaron could draw close together multiple times again, or carry each other through the next little chapters of your lives, if you're just connecting on a level where there's no preset expectation or label on anything. The lovers, that's the label. That's the one everybody wants, right? That's the lover. That's the label. But if we go without that, this is okay. There's no name to this anymore. It is just what it is. Okay. There's a common thought. There's a common idea that we love being in with one another's company. And that's good. Okay. And again, look at that. Big new moon coming up. Big new moon. And this is sort of something where I feel if there's going to be a communication, or you guys getting together or getting close, could be happening around that new moon in Taurus. You mentioned you are both Taurus. It is the perfect time. Set a date for that date. Bug them about it. Poke them about it. Or see what you can do to be aligned with a phone call, a text, a long conversation about it. Okay? It can be ouchy to the heart. Okay? Nine of Swords. Don't lose any sleep. Because what we said in the Nine of Cups, don't let it get you down. Where is that 10th cup? We got 9 swords out there hacking down old monasteries and basilicas looking for the Holy Grail. Where is that 10th cup, bliss and fulfillment through emotional relationships? Don't let it strain you. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it worry. But there's a lot of air energy at work. There's a Gemini involved here as well. Something going on. And the Taurus thing it's almost like it's being challenged. Communication has been locked in. Tauruses right now, they're very much like, I want what I want, and that's what I want. I'm going to do my own thing to get what I want. So the level of how much Aaron wants you is going to be reflected in how much he reaches out through this Taurus season right now, which is why I'm saying give it to that full moon for some understanding. And if it hasn't happened, or if you haven't gotten a legit positive answer in terms of like coming or growing closer together, it might be time to start doing some letting go and then see how he reacts or how that energy shift would react to him. See maybe if he can grow a little bit from that. I don't want to say grow up because it's rude, but he can grow a little bit. Okay. Wow. It's 9 o'clock. It is 9 o'clock. The program will be winding down soon. Okay, Brianna, I hope that you were able to take something from that reading and that you're welcome, Sunflower. You're welcome. Thank you for being you. Come and knock on my door. Take a step that is new. Ba-ma-na-ma-na, hers and his. Three's company too. Do you guys remember that one? This is the worst in WKRP. Is the Three's Company, right? Brianna, I did get a feeling that there might be a Gemini involved here. I don't know what that's about. Breaking news on anything. But yeah, I just had that feel to it. All right, we had those 9s up there as well. It means a growth of 3s. So take that for what it is. And yeah, Kimchi Bay. Before anything else, you are up next. Wow, your timing is great too, Kimchi. Thanks everybody for staying engaged and staying involved and remaining with me here through the night and the readings. It's been really good. So yeah, love and peace to all. We love you, Beth. Whoever's still here that receives a reading, those are the real angels of the chat room. Those are the real people that it's like, I'm glad that you're hanging out, and always just say hi. Never tell. I also left a bad relationship recently. With an air sign? Or are you the air sign? Sorry, I'm a crafty angel. Yeah, you are. Because guess what, Robert? It looks like might be able to just fit you in. But we've read quite a bit. So, it was another Taurus. Taurus just all find in love within the field, right? You guys are all on the same team, and the team's falling apart because everybody's in love with one another. Nobody's getting anything done. Just teasing, Taurus. Just teasing. I'm a Scorpio Sun, Moon, Venus in Scorpio as well, so I'm in a pretty direct opposition to this season. It's helped in terms of like having a little bit of clarity through the astrology. Something that normally I like. I'm first and foremost fond of tarot, but the astrology sometimes as I like wake up to it and things are positioned right, it's like the light goes on and I can see. Yeah, I know. Today we were celebrating 424 Taurus Day. We were going to create a new holiday. It's going to be called 424 Day, now World Farmers Day, because of the absolute tenacity of the stubbornness of making it grow, of making it work, and of making it happen, right? And we were chuckling about, yeah. I'm happy for you, Beth. We haven't had to talk too much about like things like the dark night of the soul. There's been nothing like that come up in the reading, so it's really good because it's like we're really helping the people that need that come in for readings that need to hear what tarot has to say, and then there's others of us that are actually using it as that roll platter in terms of our ascension because it's already happened. We've already been through it, right? So. All right. I'm just going to take a little bit of a voice break. One more last little refreshment session. No more than 2 minutes. Okay, you guys. And then we're going to get in. We're going to read for Kimchi and we're going to read for Robert. And possibly and for everybody else that didn't get one, we're gonna pull a card, just a one hitter, a one binger for the people that have stuck around. And if the live stream has to end based on my constraints, I apologize now. I'm Canadian. I'm always saying I'm sorry, but that's the way she goes. Tough way she goes, eh? Okay, I'll be back in a minute.
I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. Got kind of tired of packing and unpacking, town to town, up and down the dial. Maybe you and me were never meant to be. Just maybe think of me once in a while. Heading up that highway, leaving you behind. Hardest thing I ever had to do. Broke my heart in two, but baby, pay no mind. The price for finding me was losing you. Memories help me hide my lonesome feeling. Far away from you and feeling low. It's getting late, my friend, my love, I miss you so. Take good care of you, I gotta go. Baby, if you've ever wondered whatever became of me. I'm living on the air in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, WKRP, silly. That's what we're doing today. We're doing the WKRP. All right. Hey, we're having a lot of fun doing it. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Thanks. I wish you the best in abundance, bliss, peace, prosperity, happiness, and all things benevolent at this time and every day and in every moment. You mean so much to me. I want to do some studio upgrades and definitely love any feedback you guys give to me on what we can be doing. One of the main things I'm searching for is, anything ritualistic that we can do to end our live streams, to end our programs. When unfortunately the live stream does have to end at some time. I wish I was strong enough that we'd do it 24 hours a day. We could just stay, people could keep coming and going all the time and we could just go, but unfortunately I can't. Unfortunately, not yet. One day, perhaps. One day. I'd have to go golfing every once in a while too. See, 10 of wands, 10 of sticks. That's like my golf bag. I like to pick that thing up, carry it around every once in a while. That's my Zen garden. We're going over there now. And that's okay. That's okay. All right. Too much stubbornness. Brianna, much love. Thanks for being here tonight. Kimchi. Yes. Ai. Okay. Let me just scroll back so we can see what's going on. Yay. You're a Libra, a rising sun. And do you just want a general reading, Kimchi? Or would you have a specific question that we can focus on? Doesn't matter. Either way, I'm happy. I'm happy that we can do it. It's all about that. It's Willpower Wednesday. Solar plexus, baby. Solar plexus. The lower Tao, as it were. Any of you ever listen to the Tao Te Ching or read it by Lao Tzu? It's no big deal. It's all good. Cool kids only. Just kidding. You're all cool kids. We're all cool kids. What is this Sagittarius' intentions for me? How will we turn out in the future? Friends for now, trying to get close, both healing from the past. And there's a connection and understanding. All right. Well, thanks for sharing that. That's great. It definitely helps us cut through the chase. That was my mind to help facilitate, tarot to facilitate my mind. It's like you ask it, right? Kimchi and her Sagittarius friend, who are both healing. How's it going to work out? Tarot, what say you? How's it going to work out for Kimchi and her Sagittarius person? Okay. What are the Sagittarius' intentions? It's another great question. Where is intention? What is it? Remember, intentions can be set, and they usually are set daily. They're set hourly even. Small intentions are set, big intentions. And you would be a big intention. So should be able to see into that. Okay. No, thank you, Kimchi. Thank you for asking. Okay. I'm going to cut your cards. Chicken Louie here. Just turn down the jams. Give me one more breath of not so fresh water. And we're gonna let go. And we're gonna get into it for Kimchi. For Kimchi. I said we were gonna cut your cards, and then I started shuffling again. Oh my. So I guess I'll ask again. Tara, what say you for Kimchi and her Sagittarius person? What is the Sagittarius' intentions for Kimchi? Okay, I think we're there. The cards were read. They knew how it wanted to present. So it's just like, you silly fool. Why'd you start shuffling again? Because I'm a shuffle up a guess. Remember him from the street, La Sesame? Look, there's the back of the card. Not meant to be like that. Let's flip it over. Right. Yikes. Okay. The healing that has taken place. Has somebody been healing but also been in some escapism? Has somebody not confronted a particular situation, a problem, an ex, or received closure? Or are they bringing behaviors forward from a past relationship? If there's anything that's affecting the future, it could be some outside habits and things that are not leading to the prosperity or the good level of sharing that we require. Okay, this also can indicate a long-term relationship. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. You look at this on the Rider-Waite, which we tell anybody interested in tarot that's learning to read, learn on a Rider-Waite deck. And in that deck, you see the 15 major arcana as a being that has two other beings chained to it. And the two other beings are there. They're locked in. They're in it for the long haul, for good or worse. This is why that particular vow is in the marriage vows, for good or ill, for good or for sickness and health, for, this is the sort of thing. And these are the things, the next progression steps of your relationship are going to be to test sort of the commitments and the staying powers, right? How bonded are you willing to be? How in love, it is. It's a part of feeling so powerful that we're ready to give part of our power away in the form of a vulnerability to a loving relationship. People build walls, they tear them down, they open their hearts, they board their hearts up again as these relationships come and go. And we just finished talking about that, right, Kimchi? How the nature of relationships, it's meant for that growth, right? But this card can have implications of a long-term relationship. And it doesn't mean that it's a bad long-term relationship. We just have to make sure that we're progressing this by not limiting one another. The best rooted and the best ones are where you feel the liberation as a result of the relationship, because the security and the trust and all those things are there. You guys are going to be working on trust issues over the next little while. See, if we can zoom in here on her face, see, not quite sure if I trust it. Not quite, it feels all right. Doesn't seem so bad. Not quite sure if I'm trust, and I'm willing to be vulnerable in that state, okay? This can be the rocky past, what she's sitting on here. And that's why I'm saying, whatever method or whatever technique the relationship has to be grounded, or whatever one of you is doing to be grounded, may need to be to see a simple correction or a shift of the ways, of the nature of ways, okay? 15 major. We're going to pull 3 more cards, Kimchi, see what's going on. You pulled the big 15. It's been up a couple times today. Reversal of 2 of Wands. Subway, make it what you want. It's Burger King. Do it your way. Have it your way. For some reason, you guys maybe aren't seeing that at present time. You're stuck to sort of a preconceived notion, I feel, that it has to be a certain way, that someone says it has to be a certain way, or you're following, or you're conforming. That's the word I wanted. That's the banger there. The reversal on the 2 of Wands is about conformity energy and how locked in You can feel. So it's reinforcing this. Somebody's ready to like lock the door, looking for commitment. Beware of too much commitment too soon. Beware of neediness, dependency that isn't allowing for liberation or that limits viewpoints. Okay. These cards are showing up mostly as like pylons or cones that you want to avoid. And so that's good. It feels like the relationship is on a good track. So all tarot is saying is just as you move along, as you progress, make sure when an energy shows up that doesn't feel right, that isn't conducive to prosperity and happiness and the bliss of the relationship, steer clear of it, avoid it, that sort of thing, whatever that might be. Could have to do with outside social situations. It could have to do with like maybe somebody falling into a thing where they become a workaholic, or they just get too wrapped up in what they're doing, and then before you know it, hubby's out in the garage for days on end, and so and so is sad because there hasn't been any loving or any he hasn't like put his arm around her shoulder in quite a time either, right? That kind of thing. All right. So the Ten of Swords reversed here. Yikes. So that feeling is like somebody might have been mentally too clinging to an expectation. We want to do this. We're ready for Phoenix Rising. Somebody hasn't fully healed from one of those ex relationships. The healing is occurring, but it's not complete yet. If it was this, would be like, okay, we're complete. We're ready to come out. We're ready to be Phoenix Rising. Scorpio to Eagle type stuff going on. But this is like air signs. So what would that be? That would be like what Castor is to Pollux, right? Somebody is bringing forward behaviors into your relationship that are coming from the fact that they might be perceiving that their healing is finished, but it is not. Okay? It's a dang. That's a dang, right? Because they're looking into the past. They're reflecting the past into the present moment, right? That's what this lady's doing here with this cup to this little girl. She's saying, this is the way Grandma and I would go out and arrange these flowers back when I was your age. And this is what I want you to do. Try it. It'll feel good. Little girl's not too certain. She's not too trusting if it is going to feel as all that good. Maybe she doesn't even want to be there. Maybe she doesn't want to even be doing that, right? But for some reason, the behavior is coming in and dictating and saying, this is the way it should be. Maybe you've got some, Ozark Mountain thing going on where it's like, everybody that was born in this small town just kind of stays here and everybody's fine with it. It's okay. You don't have to run away to New York City, but sometimes it does. You have to get on that 420 to Albuquerque to go out there, become a little bit more worthy, feeling your healing process and spending some time getting over it, and stop bringing these past things into it. Six of Cups is generally a good card. You can bring good behaviors in from the old relationship, things that you like. But you have to go, is there an attachment? I'll tell you, some of the worst breakups I went through, I had to even release material items that had residual energy on them. And this reading was caked in it. Okay. All right. It's him. How fully healed. Yeah. Okay. So that's the message that wants to come. Don't worry. Doesn't mean it's all going to come crashing down. Okay. We can help your person. You can help your person. You can nurture it, and you can demonstrate. You don't have to do it directly. You don't have to tell them it has to be a certain way. You don't have to control it. You don't have to let go of it. But what you can do with it is you can be a silent witness to it and give forward an energy that mirrors something that would be attractive to him to let go of that behavior, okay? Or that particular thing. Ever been on a first date where all they do is talk about their ex-boyfriend? Woo! That's a crazy night. That's not a time. That's not a time. Right? Okay. I don't like to see sad face. Big hug for Kimchi, everyone. Everybody give Kimchi a big hug. She needs it. You just wanted to know his intentions, right? I don't know. I think his intention is to heal. I think he just needs help. Maybe he sees you as relief, right? Maybe there's a dependence where it's like you're the landing pad. You're the crash landing, maybe, Kimchi. And it's like you're moving out of that state. So the intentions are in a very subtle state. They might not know. Hi, Matty G. Hi, Chanel. Thanks. We're just letting go. We're just letting my brain let go of Kimchi's readings. We got about a half hour left to go here. And yeah, everybody that comes in late is going to get at least one card. That's my one card guarantee. Everybody that comes down, get a crazy tarot reading from Crazy Nora in the next hour, gets a tarot card before the end of the day. Looky here. I got red cards. I got green cards. I got blue cards. I got enough tarot cards to choke a camel. Tell you what, my friends, if nobody logs in and gets a tarot reading from Crazy Nora next hour, I'm going to play WKRP in Cincinnati once again. Once again. It'll be pure torture. So come on in. Ask for a free reading. Chances are you'll get one. At least one card, right? At least one card. I'm feeling happy, everyone. We're just hanging out. There's no program. There's no program today. I'm just being Canadian. Just being, no, I'm not Jehovah's Witness. Oh, you're just wondering. Sorry. JW. I was like, ooh, are they at the door? What's going on? Did they hear me say that I was going to play that song again? Are they here to put a stop to my crazy new age antics? Tell me to climb the watchtower and be on guard. Oh, yikes. LMAO. Me too. Me too. Oh, Jennifer missing me. Robert, just there. Just waiting to pounce. He's like a kitty in the grass. Like, here comes the call. Here comes. Whoa. And you're on it. But you're right. It's your turn. So I don't mean to bust your balls. It's your turn. You're right. You're right. You're welcome, Kimchi. Thank you for saying thank you. Appreciation and appreciation. Love you all. Thank you for being here. I wish you all the best in all things. Thank you, water, for the infinite abundance. You say it every time you take a drink, and you'll never run out. I'm going to throw the accent around. I did live in California for a time. And of course, because of like weird empathic constructs of the mind, I'm one of those people, if I move to an area, I will pick up the dialect and the accent and I'll drag it around with me for the rest of life. Here, kitty, kitty, meow, meow. Was it, were you Leo or was Jenny a Leo? Why do I have a feeling, is it just a kitty? Is it just a Leo in me? The leopard and the leopard? Leonardo. Leo. The lion, right? What about leopard? It can't change its stripes. Can't change its spots. Okay. Robert. Then potentially we could get Hags in here or Chaos Creation. Anyone's still with us. Or we might just say hi to Robert on a reading. And then Hags and Chaos would move right to the top of the list with Priyanka and the Queen Bee for whenever they're able to log in next. Hit the little bell if you want to know next time I go live so that you can get in here early and quick and make sure that we don't run out of time. You could do that. Just be careful with that little bell because I do post at random times. I don't announce live streams, and I don't want to bug you while you're in a board meeting or making love in the basement or driving down the road. Okay. All right. Corpus Christi, Texas. That's where you're from, right? Corpus Christi, Texas. Yeah, I've heard that you've had bad pollen down in Texas, Beth, where it just like falls off the trees and sticks to everything. We get that too sometimes where we're at, and it just makes for a gnarbar spring, like absolutely gnarly. It's the only word I have to describe the pollen cake, and I've heard it's been out of control down that way, right? Taurus season. Slow down, wax your car, wax on, wax off. You know, Cobra Kai style, Karate Kid, Bruce Lee into the dragon. Whoosh, at least once per program. Usually happens, right? My cat is a Black Panther, but it came from God. Black cat is one of the most psychic things that could ever enter into your life. It's unreal. My father had one. And for years and years, man, it was just like psychic energy just grew and grew. Like a big old, I can't even explain it, man. Black cat is like one of the most psychic things that can occur in our universe. Okay, Robert, what's going on with Jennifer? Is she missing you? I'll be missing you, missing you. I want to get physical, physical. I want to get physical. Yeah, dude, I think she thinks about you. I don't know why I just went into who was that? Juice Newton? Can't remember who sang that. Olivia Newton-John? No, I can't remember. But anyways, there is that feeling. Why did it go from I've been missing you to let's get physical? I mean, that's just the nature of it. Right? Song has this way of channeling too. That's why I stay open to it. It's like what jam comes into my head. Right? And I see that too. So there's some loose tarot programs out there where it's like, your song for the day. When I was meditating on you, the song I had for you was Wiz Khalifa and whatever it might be, right? But was it, right? Where did it truly come from? Maybe I'm singing from my heart. All right. And what do the numbers 8675309 have to do with anything? Right? Did you catch that one? It was a dad jokes galore, right? Right. What was the thing I seen? It was Olivia Newton-John, right? Right. Jenny, where can I run to? Jenny, I need to hold on to. 8675309. Call her, bro. They love. Like, maybe I don't understand the divine feminine, but as a dude that's been single, that's been deep involved in it, and had a few babies and lived a pretty rad life, when I look back and happiness on it, I can tell you, candles, cupcakes, and phone calls, guy. That's why I love you being here, Robert, because you can help my divine masculine shine through in terms of a balance. And I'm sorry, it's not meant to be sexist in any ways. It's just me connecting in a way with Robert that it's like, it's not that it's different. It's just that it presents differently. Okay. And there's nothing bad meant by it. Right. It's good then. Absolutely. Okay. It is good. Let's cut your cards. I'm cutting your cards now, Robert. Thank you for being here, everyone. All right. Wish you the best in all things. I wish Jenny the best in all things. Can she come on the program? Bring your mom back on. I liked when your mom was here that day watching me. I hope I made her smile. Yeah, buddy. Last time we read for you and Jenny, there was good romance cards too. Call her, man. Set up a date. Set up a time. Look at that. Full moon again here. Make sure to keep it live and current before the timestamp full moon coming up in Scorpio in May. Okay, I'd like to see that happen. If you can't be there, organize something, a Skype, an online date, something, it's going to happen. Share your ideas with her. Share your love. Share the benevolence. Let it happen. Let it flow together. Okay? It's going to be what happens. And it could be requiring action. See what's come up from this, and it occurs in the Rider-Waite too. It's tough to see in this deck through the camera. The little staff of Hermes that's up here, the good feeling, the good medicine. You guys are kind of like, you are both in recognition of how good you make each other feel. So to answer your question, I do feel like she misses you. She feels for that longing that Olivia Newton-John, like, let's get together. Like, there is a longingness that I do sense there, to answer your question. Something, I don't know what is in between you. If it's just time, space, schedules, careers, it's usually the case for most of us. But yeah, I share everything. Yeah, it's good. All right. Coming out of a hermit stage as well. Don't bottle up. Don't lock up. You need to go and lift some weights. Swim out into the ocean with that surfboard. Get those pipes built up again, right? Get feeling strong, Robert. And then you can go into that with a lot more confidence, where it's like the next time you see her, she won't even have a choice but to miss you and but to have those strong feelings for you, because you're so dang attractive. Hello, Tarot. Okay. Hermit's there. Big energy, right? Big energy. It changes day to day, Robert. We kind of touch base and read daily for each other anyway. So remember, these readings I'm doing for you and Jenny, they'll subtly change from day to day. Cards will present differently. The message hopefully will be the same. One of you maybe is not being as resourceful or not making an effort at present time. So it could be her, and it could be having you feeling left in wonder. It's like maybe she's the type of person where, like, you're texting and you only get 2 words back, and you write a paragraph, and she's very aloof, and you only get 2 words out of her. Or when you do call, she's very quiet on the other end of the phone. You're like, I don't understand why she's even talking to me right now. Why isn't she saying more? Why isn't she opening up more? And I feel it's because there is a need to do this in a person. You need to set a time to meet. You need to set up that Skype and do that, because it's confusing. It's illusionary when it's like, we can't understand emotion and intention through text message. It's just not there. It's just a 2D text. It comes through a 2D platform. At least go Skype, make it 3D matrix or 4D, allow it to exist in time. Get together, feel hard energy, make it 5D, Robert. Make it real, make it happen. All right. What's up with the higher education here? What's up with about learning more about one another? You know? Do you feel like you get pushy when you ask her too many questions and you're still just getting those one-word texts? You might just have to directly express to her. It's like, you mean so much to me. I want to know all about you. I really want to know. And if she's uncomfortable in doing so, and you really care about her, you will create that safe space of sanctity for her growth, if it's to gravitate towards you. Okay, the Hierophant knows. The Hierophant also knows is that sometimes too much wondering and not enough doing leads to a life of all the book smarts but none of the street smarts, like having all the tools that you need but never exercising, never taking the leap of faith to know for sure or to make it happen. Okay, so those are the cards on the day for you, Robert, in terms of that. Hello to all the new people that have come. Hello. The timestamp here for me, calling the Scorpio full moon coming up in May is going to be if I could name it, I'd name it the asterisk moon, because it's like it happens this day. Or if it doesn't happen by this day, the energy is going to shift enough that the chances are we may need to read your tarot again, because there could be new things going on. So hello, Brandy. Hello, Tarot Heaven Angels. Thank you. You may ask a question here. We are running out of time, and we got a running list. I keep my list congruent, so I'm going to write your names down, and if we can't get to everybody that's come in is going to get, I'm going to do that now, because a lot of people that are here are going to at least get their one card or that one question, right? We can't do like the bigger 4-card. The mini readings are going to become even minier. Anyways, town to town, up and down the dial. Baby, you and me were never meant to be. Just maybe think me once in a while. Okay, that's what's happening. We're broadcasting live, and we're live in Taurus season. The program's over. We're just hanging out this evening. Legends of Tarot happened earlier today, 424 Taurus Day. Get your hands in the dirt and your feet in the grass kind of day. We're connecting with Gaia. We're in love with Gaia. Do I have romance cards? No. I've got the Dreams of Gaia, right? We just talked about romance in Gaia, how much in love we are. We were married with her in terms of her energy. So that's good. All right, so we got it down to Robert. Okay, so that leaves me with the Chaos of Creation, Hags, the Earth Angel, Nabrisha, Lily, and then we have Angels Tarot. Thank you for being here, Angels Tarot. Got you down on the list. And Brandy Minaj, Nikki's sister, right? You're Nikki's. Tell her I said hi. It's been a minute. Right? It's been a minute, and it's kind of one of those things. We have times we agree to disagree. I also have times where I make completely absolute random BS up in my mind and spit it while we're spitting tarot, because it does. When you get that connected, you also need that full release. They're like brain farts, dude. Well, hey, Dusty Blue, put you down on the list because we're getting into it. We're getting close to the end. It's almost quiet time in my house. I've got people that need love. We have people that need love. And people that I want to share my love with. I need a little bit of time to do that. Because while I've been here with you, we've been allowing each other to be free, which makes our relationship even stronger, even more beautiful. But now it's time to connect and share my love. So I've only really got about 15 minutes left. So I got to talk to each one of you, pull one card for each one of you. And then you'll still be on the list for the larger reading the next time you chime in, which is a good reason, If you don't mind getting a ding, the little bell will let you know when I go live again. And if you get in here real quick, you won't be at risk of running out of time. Okay? Did I write Dusty Blue down? I'm going to have to start a new portion of my page. My chicken scratches everywhere. Okay, roll call. Hags, are you here? Chaos and Creation, are you here? Looking for Earth Angel, Nabrisha, Lily, Angels Tarot, Brandy, and Dusty. All right. And then of all the names I just called, if you have a specific quick question that I can do one card for, you can state it. If not, I'm just going to pull a card for you. And then that's going to be what it is until we can get you on the list for next time. Okay? So we've got Brandy and Dusty for sure here. They came in super late. That's okay. I'm on at weird times, and I never announce these things. That's why the bell is good. Lily, you are here. Thank you for being a part of the energy tonight. Not sure how long you've hung out, been in and out, so if you went and took care and fed Mr. Kitty and took Fido for a walk in between, or you can just leave me on while you're doing your thing, right? I'll be here for you, right? Okay, 3 people left, including me here. Brandy, is that what's happening? Robert and Beth, hi. I'm feeling blessed that your presence is here too, Beth. I'm going to throw you on the list so that you can get one more card, right? It was kind of an interesting reading we did there too. Dusty Blue and the Chaos, Mr. Chaos in Creation. He must have bounced. He hung out for, and Cult of Destiny. I didn't see you there. Hello. Wow, look at all the beautiful thumbnails coming up. You are all so beautiful. And I only get to see the little dot. And then imagine, right? Cult of Destiny. Are you still here? Because I will pull a card for you as well. Good night, sir. Take care across the pond. We'll see you soon. Thanks again for bringing the divine masculine balance into the room. I appreciate you. And of course, I wouldn't be doing these readings without all of you guys, okay? YouTube algorithms are off. Did I check in? And I'm waiting to fly. Okay, Lily, we didn't quite get to you on this one, but you're going to get your one card for being here at the end, all right? Brandy, Dusty, Lily, and Beth. Okay, and Cult of Destiny. Yes, hi, Cult of Destiny. I will put you on the list. You probably just heard my preemptive spiel about people going on the list and how that works out, how I'm going to save it for next time, hit the bell, yada, yada, yada. But right now you will get a card. And if you have a quick question, type it in the chat box now. I'm winding down in my last 15 minutes. We're going to listen to the song once again just because I don't have a ritual for closing the live streams. And it's been that kind of night. You guys can get a taste of what kind of kooky involvedness you are getting involved with when you sign up for this channel. We have a lot of fun here. We're a small little tribe, but we do spread a lot of benevolence, a lot of love, and we share a lot of things here. So, and our phone hasn't blown up yet. We haven't got too big, and that's just the way I like it. One day it will get big, and it's like all you OG people that are here, it'll be so nice to connect with you in the chat. Well, if anyone's, I have to say, like, I'm sorry, like, that kind of thing. All right. I'm just going to do them in the order I wrote them down. Okay, kids. I shouldn't call you kids. Okay, guys. KP, it's YouTubing. Hey, guys. Don't forget to like and thumbs up and just share and subscribe to these videos. You'll only do it if you want. Do it if you want, right? That kind of thing. Do it if you get a good reading and you feel it resonate. That's when you should give the thumbs up or give it a second, a longer look kind of thing. Okay? First off, Brandy. Brandy, here's your card. You want to know why this deceased person I've never met is heavy on the wow. Out of control. Queen of Swords. Because you've been too open. You've been too open to it. It's like your intuitive nature, your empathic nature has been wide open and almost left unguarded. I would say you need to address this. Call this spirit forward. Say, hey, present yourself now. If you can't or you don't want to, then beat it. Either one of two things will happen. You will get your answers through spirit, through that particular person, or it will leave you alone. But you need to do some protective work, some grounding work. Okay, Brandy? Queen of Cups reverse. You've been way too open. You've been way too open. Okay? Just checking you off there. Just checking you off. I feel like a kiddo. I feel like a kid again, right? Keeps in your dreams. It's all up in your dream space. Maybe switch something up in your evening routine to get that out of there. burn a bay leaf, smudge a little bit, something of that nature. Should help the program out. Okay, Dusty, what's up, Dusty? You got a flyer, Dusty. That's kind of cool. You got the magician, Dusty. You got the card of resourcefulness, well-being. Maybe this is just a simple message from tarot, being like, hang tight, bro. Don't worry right now. Use your willpower. Instigate. You're awesome. Your artful career with kid and business expanding. Look, that's perfect. That's perfect. And happy birthday a few days early. Okay, Dusty Blue, you've got this. Your artful career and expansion. Who's working on building a bigger level of influence than the magician? He's got control. He's got sway. He's got influence. So I think that's a positive sign towards that. But he's also saying, stay tuned, Dusty, because it can give you a larger reading if you come back and get in early on the readings again for next time. We're almost at the end of the live stream, so I'm just trying to do the right thing by pulling some energies out. We got another flipper here. I didn't call a name, so you're going back in there, King of Cups. That's just me being me. I feel King of Cups energy. Feel it. Like it's like you wake up in the morning. It's like sometimes you wish you had hung a left at the fork in the road instead of the right, but deep down inside you knew you did the right thing. Okay. Dusty, Lily, are you here? Hi, Lily. You're a Cancer. Fantastic. Cancer women in this world, beautiful, beautiful. Enough inspiration, enough respect. Thank you for being a love maker, a love creator, Cancer. Lily, yes. You want to have a card for family? Okay. Let's do it. Let's see what's going on here. Whew. Got air sign in your family that's been pretty authoritative as of lately? Or is this a situation where somebody has been left not knowing what to think based on maybe a division or something being cut or not okay, sorry if that didn't resonate. We're just pulling one card for everybody. You've got the Queen of Swords. Hopefully she's not saying you're cut off, Lily. Hopefully not. Thank you for being here. That's a tough one to pull when you get a one-carder. Queen of Swords. Right? This is like Samurai Action Jackson's type stuff here. Look for air signs until we get into a more in-depth reading for you, Lily. Do a nice for Ken. Do nice for Ken. No, air sign does not, right? And even your fellow water signs, Cancers have not been impressed by the love-making efforts of many of the other signs for quite some time now. Maybe this Pluto-Saturn conjunction with the moon tomorrow, with Pluto going stationary, then Saturn going stationary, maybe because Cancer's kind of like been the front runner as of late. They've been like in very benevolent energy, I feel. Of course, they have their share of struggle and the Buddhistic type sufferings that we all go through, but they're really the front runners in terms of like, you want to align with benevolent energy, you want to align with love and relationships, look to Cancer, see what they do, right? That kind of things. We are too emotional, way. But right now it's good. There's temperance, there's balance over there if you choose to align with it in Cancer, and it's gonna get better before it gets worse. People always say it gets worse before it gets better, but for Cancer right now, it is gonna get better as we move into your season. Okay, so look for things to be gravitating, to being drawn towards you, whether you consciously are a conscious co-creator or not. Law of attraction. Manifestation of those kinds of things, whether you do it or not, it's aside from the point. It's going to be naturally happening in the energy. Okay. Not saying that you did. That's just a tough one when you're pulling one card. That could just be an intrusive air sign that you're needing to be aware of. It could be a number of things, right? And it could be like somebody, because they're very general, and I don't know you from Two Faces from Sunday, to be honest, Lily, and we just did one card. It's like, wow. I'm not saying that you did by any stretch of the word. It's one of those things. You might be a little bit intimidating, okay? And you're the last thing from intimidating. It's like sweet. It's like got that Girl Guide type vibe to it, where it's like you're doing the best that you can to make the environment in the world a great, good place and create all the love out of thin air that you can do. But then people get like scared and like butt frightened by that, it's like, and then you're just left wondering why is everybody so, you want to give everybody a prescription of Triactin. Try acting like a man. Try acting like a grown-up, right? That kind of thing, right? Maybe you've just been sensing a little bit, or somebody has been sensing some levels of disappointment in other people around them in your life. I'm not sure what it's all about. We'll read deeper later, Lily. Come back again. Culture. Beth, I will not forget about your card. But culture, are you there? Do you have a quick question? We're winding down. We're winding down. Okay. Yeah, thanks. And my heart goes out to you. I wish I could reach through my monitor here and give you a little big hug. I would definitely say that. It's like, wow, impressive. You are impressive. Right? Thanks everyone for being here and being a part of it. It's really awesome. It's really great. Okay. So what was? Hello, Genesis. Hi there. We're really running low on time. I'll write your name down. Cult of Destiny. We're gonna cultivate destiny. But if she's not here, I think I'm just gonna pull a quick card for Genesis. Welcome to our little tribe, our little corner of the internet. We're coming up on 3.5 hours. The live stream's about to end, but I'm gonna write your name down and I will pull you one card, Genesis, just for tonight. You can and Cultive's here. Okay, I'm gonna pull Cultive's card first, then Genesis, and then Beth. You get to be the Omega. Well, after I read Beth's cards, that's it. I'm taking a long, hard look at my life, and I'm gonna go to bed. All right, flipper for you, and you got the King of Swords. All right, this is just the thought forms coming in and saying, hey, be open, be aligned. Okay, be ready. Be an empathic listener. You can add support to become a coach. And that's a pretty direct question to have there. And the King of Swords is up here and saying, you know what? You have the answer. You know your strengths. You know your weaknesses. You know what you're capable of. You know what you want in your life, and you know what you don't want in your life. So use that as your talisman to answer that question. And for sure, hit that bell and come back next time we go live so we can pull more cards for that Cult of Destiny, because we ran short on time. I would love to dedicate more energy to all of you. I wish you all the best in abundance, joy, bliss, prosperity, happiness along your path of destiny. Remember, we're just, whether we're in the Navy or whether we're just hanging out, we're all in the Zen garden. We're looking at this beautiful flower. And when we're done looking at this beautiful flower, we want to go over there and look at that flower. And so that's all it is. We're just going over there in the Zen garden. It's a pretty chill vibe. And thank you for subscribing and liking, Genesis. I appreciate you. If don't hit the bell if you're going to be in a boardroom meeting or making love in the middle of the afternoon tomorrow, because I go live randomly. But if you do hit the bell and you get in here early, then you don't run the risk of running out of time. Just unfortunately that we are doing right now. Okay, Genesis, one card for you for the like. Ooh, you pulled the Tower. Tower cards come up. You need a reading. You need to come back. I want you to come back. I'm going to set your appointment up for like 6:45 on a Tuesday. I'm going to make sure you get in here and we get a good look at what's going on. Because if you are experiencing a Tower moment or about to experience a Tower moment, we want to take a better look, okay? Hopefully it's nothing too serious. I wish you the best, right? Lots of love, kisses, and hugs. And thank you for the thumbs up and the subscribes, okay? That's been really good. All right. So that's it. That's everybody that's here. Okay. I just want to prompt something up. And then we're going to pull a card for Beth. And it's going to be what it is as we end the program. Okay. Yes. Hi. Beth, thanks for sticking it out to the end. You're awesome. You crack me up. Is the eggs. I try. Man, you know what? And I don't even have the balls to go back and watch one of my own videos for 3.5 hours to see how much a fool I actually came across as. And I don't mind. It's fool energy. It's 0. It's my base number. It's where I like to be. So it's all right. Okay, Beth, you get 2. You lucky duck. And I've already forgotten about what we read for you like 40 minutes ago, and it's already. I dropped my readings right after they happened. You pulled a 6 of water. So you're about to get into some clear waters in matters of estate or family. Things are about to clear up. I think you're rising above any sticky or residual energy. And I want to take that. Let it be your takeaway, the still waters. Bob Marley. We could play some Bob Marley. You know what I want to hear more than Bob Marley? Is a WKRP theme song. You knew that one. It was coming. Wonder whatever became of me. I'm living on the air in Cincinnati. Cincinnati, WKRP. Town to town, up and down the dial. Maybe you and me were never meant to be. Just maybe think of me once in a while. Yeah, it's been great, you guys, and I really appreciate the when you're here and you're feeling the vibe and you're chatting and you're having fun. That's what it's all about. I like giving these free readings out, and I like being able to entertain and make people happy and smile. And the well wishings will always continue. So, Cult of Destiny and Genesis, my May monthlies are out, and if you want, you can go and dig into those if you like. Hopefully, they can help you out. If you can't get in tonight, we could play One Love. I have a spiritual friend in the 3D, and she runs a healing esoteric healing center that specializes in the deprivation tanks, and it's called One Love Float, and they go float so you can have your meditation go to that level it does when the deprivation tank. Right? A funky old soul. Hi, Mohammed. Hi, we're just closing out the night. We're just all saying good night. But thank you. I'll put you down on the list for tomorrow or for the next time the bell goes off. Thank you for being here. Sorry for the timing wasn't just quite right tonight, but it will be next time. Absolutely. Me and Soulmate. Right? Lots of good jams. Come if you've ever wondered whatever became of me. I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. Got tired and buttered packing and unpacking, town to town, up and down the dial. Baby, you and me were never meant to be. Just maybe think of me once in a while. I'm at WKRP in Cincinnati. Okay, the silliness has ended for the night, but what a feel-good silliness. What feel-good silliness I love about it. Sometimes we get really bogged down and we've got to do this, we got to do that, we got to go to work, we got to go to school, we got to do all that stuff. But just being silly in the moment sometimes is what I live for. It's what I thrive by, especially when we've reached a place where we know we've accomplished what we wanted to accomplish. So we can just chill out and be set. And speaking of accomplishment, that is the end of the program tonight. Thank you, Mohammed, Beth, Cult of Destiny, and Genesis Chica. Thank you so much for being here. I think that's all that's left. Goodbye to everyone who joined or might be listening later. Thanks for sticking it out with us. That's really awesome. Okay, we're just going to push a few buttons of the mouse here. Stream should end soon. And have a good night, everybody, or a good day wherever you're at in the world. And wake up tomorrow feeling refreshed and good. Okay.